Give me a second, everybody. I'm just sharing all this information, and we're about to get to business today because we're gonna have a great show. Tell Bobby. Tell Bobby to share. Thanks. Thank you, Bobby. Welcome to the oroshalin podcast. I'm your host, oroshalin Perkins. How's everybody's weekend starting off? And happy Indigenous Peoples Day to, I guess, the Northeast. I don't think y'all celebrate Native American Day, but Monday, niggas ain't going to work or school. I guess I still gotta work because I work overnight, but Tuesday I took off and stuff. But we're gonna have a great show. We're gonna have actually the show might be a little crazy, a little bit funny, but the topic question is top 10 freedom fighters. When y'all see my list, it's gonna blow your mind. But these niggas is freedom fighters to me. We might be a little bit ignorant, a little bit fucked up, but these niggas deserve this list, you know? Cause we have got a lot of we got a lot of people that have done stuff for the black community. But my list, we got some whites, we got some blacks, we got a little bit of everything. But it's gonna get crazy. Other than that, before I start the show, if y'all even give a shit, how's everybody's going? I want to say, because I guess I was checking my email today, and I guess Mahatma Gandhi, that piece of shit, got a month talk about peace, and this nigga tormented fucking Ghana. And I gotta just throw that out there because I'm gonna say I'm glad this nigga's in hell, rotting and eating shit and dying. I don't like Mahatma Gandhi. I think he's a piece of shit. I'm gonna be personally honest. But if y'all niggas wanna, do the Mahatma Gandhi shit, but that's cool. But I never met really an Indian person, not a native of America, but an Indian person from India that was good to black people. I'm being personally honest. Not Vegv with whatever the guys from Michigan or Chicago who try to be the president and fucking failed at that. Not Kamala. She's a piece of shit. We're gonna talk about her too later on. And not even that piece of shit that I keep on talking about, and I don't know why I'm giving, air to this nigga. VJ Ingram. That piece of shit that, cosplay of being black didn't talk shit about them when he got, when he reaped all the benefits and fucked it up for other people. That's a piece of shit type of motherfucker right there. And he's from Cambridge. He used affirmative action. He faked of being black, then wrote a book about it. I don't know how the piece of shit's not in jail. All the last time I seen him, he was on Fox News talking about how affirmative action was fucked up and mean. I kind of agreed with him and shit. Not mean, but kind of a fucked up situation for black Americans because it's not really for black Americans. You know, once niggas start saying minorities, people of color, when they start using these type of names and stuff, it's not for black people anymore. You know, a gay white person could be a minority. Just being personally honest. Or a nigga with a lace front, with a Willy Bobo and some tits. You know, it sucks. This is why black people want to delineate from everybody, you know? Like, there's a lot of us in this world, but, you know, just who wants to be around that type of people who talk shit about you? Like, niggas don't want to be around Jamaicans, and we love Jamaican people. You know, I love my Jamaican food and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like I was telling my children's mother yesterday, I love white people. You know, cause who's gonna make Rice Krispie treats? You know, Tariq Nasheed pimped me to that. White people make great Rice Krispie treats. I personally can't live without Rice Krispie treats. You know, and he's right. Other than that, I don't know anything else that they do. You know, they failed America. They had 600 years to make this country not in debt, not own anybody. So, are they great businessmen? That's your answer. You know, we're still fighting over the same things for the past 400 years. Then black people help you and had no say in it. Maybe you need to give up that power and let a real nigga, you know, show you how to run a business. I know I'm already starting my bullshit. Let me put my chair down a little bit. All right, there we go. But I had to be honest. You know, let a real nigga, you know, show you how to run a business. You got these niggas running. And the thing about it, I'm going to say this, all right? I know black people have done fucked up shit. Like, you know, we pimp bitches and stuff like that and all that other cool shit. And now look at America. They got strip clubs. Ain't that a form of pimping or sex working? Y'all show pussy on fucking on the internet. Ain't that a form of sex working? So who are y'all to judge a pimp? You know? We already see what these niggas do, these companies do to these women to make them have sex. They put them on drugs. You know, they sexually assault them or violate them. They beat them the fuck up. You know, pimps don't really beat bitches up like that. You know, like a real pimp, you know, a real nigga don't need to put his hand on a bitch because the nigga got his words. You know? It always been like that for years, man, you know? Niggas always had brothels. Then after that, y'all started sending us to jail, and y'all started running a company just with the marijuana trade, you know? Niggas was making a whole bunch of money. Y'all niggas was hating, and what did y'all do? Y'all took everything from us and what? Made it your own. Give me a second, everyone. I'm looking for something. Nah, fuck it. But yeah, y'all made it your own. You know, so y'all always wanted to be us, you know? Everything we did over the years, y'all are now. We were rappers and hip hop lyricists. Look at y'all niggas. Y'all reap the benefits of, you know, our uncles and aunties and cousins, you know? You know, and this is going to be a black show. I'm going to say that from the start. This is going to be a black show. Some of these motherfuckers might not be black, but in this era, they will, in this list, on my list, they belong on the freedom fighter list, you know? Because the progress that they achieved, you know? And it's a crazy list. Some of y'all might be offended. Some of y'all might not like it, saying, why the fuck you put this nigga on the list? But I will tell you why I put these niggas on the list. And I'm going to be personally honest. When I was making this list, when I even thought about this show, I didn't have no type of content. I was tired of talking about Diddy. I was tired of talking about Drake and Kendrick. I was tired of talking about all this goofy shit, you know? I don't think Diddy's going to jail, so he's gonna they're just trying to drain the motherfucker. They're gonna drain him, then he's gonna fly to like Bali with fucking was it Russell? Is it Russell Simmons? The Russell card, the Rush card, the Rush card nigga. The card that the nigga's wifey stole all his money from. Her and her husband, what's his name? Kamara Lee, allegedly, her and her new husband stole the nigga's money. I think like 800 million, 800,000. You know? And I'm just being personally honest. It's kind of fucked up, man. Where the nigga put you on. Even though she was young, she was like 16, 17. But at the end of the day, we can't call the nigga, I wouldn't say no rapist or anything. Or no statutory rapist or anything. But we could say like, you know, the nigga was kind of rocking the cradle, you know. But we got to look at it this way. In certain states, the shit's legal. If we ain't gonna judge Adam 22 and press this nigga for fucking with a 16-year-old girl, basically grooming her, cause once the bitch turned of age, he was fucking her. He was saying, it's some weirdo white people shit. I heard of white people doing that shit. Grooming bitches and stuff like that. And the thing about the white media make it seem like it's a black thing. I'm just being personally honest. We always hear black people doing this shit, but at the end of the day, we know these white people do this shit, especially motherfuckers with money. What's his name was doing it for like probably 50 years. What's that nasty fucker's name? Hugh Hefner. This is why niggas is comparing Hugh Hefner to Diddy. If Diddy really, we don't even know if Diddy did it. Like, we're not even 100% that Diddy did all this shit. We probably think he did some of this shit, was probably fucking with the niggas and the bitches and stuff, swinging with his girl and stuff. And to me, it's fine. It's fine. And the thing about it is, it's probably because I had experience in that field where niggas was passing their wives. Niggas were working like 80 to 120 hours a week, and that's what niggas did. Nigga, happy life, happy wife, happy life. And that's how some white niggas get off, and it's how white niggas keep their wife, cool. And Diddy got into the shit like that. And for Adam 22 to speak on it, like, my nigga, you be passing your bitch around too, my nigga. Like, and the thing about it, I used to feel bad for Lena. But at the end of the day, Lena want to get slutted out. So at the end of the day, you can't get mad at the bitch want to get slutted out, suck dick and pass her around to the next nigga. And especially she want black niggas. She don't even want white boys. She want black niggas. Like, I could tell you, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Most white women's fantasy is say, I want that nigga dick. That's most white women's fantasy of saying. They really fantasize of saying shit like that, and a black nigga really pounding them. They want the girth and the length and shit like that. I'm being personally honest. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna be personally honest. I charge white women extra when they want to say that shit to me when I was younger. Give me that nigga dick. I charged them extra. Before I became the man I am, I used to charge bitches extra. White bitches extra. And this is the crazy part about it. This is the first time I ever told anybody that. I never told anybody that. Like, I don't know what's wrong with white women, but That's what white women like to say. They want. This is what I'm trying to not to give you the girl's name, the lady's name, because she was an older woman. She was like, when I was 24, 25, the girl was probably almost in her 50s. She was like 47, 46. The girl was like, I asked for one request. I was like, what is the request? Even though you asked for a whole bunch. And this is one thing about like these rich white women that are married. They always have some type of request. First of all, most 9 out of 10 or 7.5 out of 10 that the men are white. Their husbands are white. I even had a was it Indian? Nah, she wasn't Indian. And I call them clients. I did have one friendship with one lady. She was older. She was like in her 60s, 70s. Her. And I'm sorry I'm telling y'all these stories and stuff. I know y'all like to hear these stories, but these stories are very interesting. Because what we're about to talk about, we're talking about freedom fighters. With the older women, she taught me more about etiquette and how to present myself, and she really taught me how to shade people. So when I shade people is probably sometimes when I do shade people, I don't know I'm shading people, but you could tell by a person's manner that they will shade you and not know that they doing it. Like one guy beeped at me, I call him a pissant. I called another person a peasant. You know, I called some old white lady a cave dweller. I called was it? I called an Indian person a 7-Eleven terrorist. You know, I got a few names for a lot of people. It's just when you. I think and I'm gonna be personally. I'm very very petty. So I always been petty my whole life. Well, I've been petty. It's just I just started showing it when I turned 18, 19. You know, probably a little bit later than that, but I've been very very. 18, 19. I was very petty. Reason why I'm petty. Mm, especially with people who don't like me. I'm very petty. I don't know why I just do it. It's sometimes, like I said, I don't know why I do it, but I do it anyways. Give me a second. Let me just check everything, everyone, and we could get started. Uh, Also, I want to say like and subscribe, and also share this episode of the Roastlin Podcast. But other than that, my day was decent. Me and my little guy went to go get some food. Once I got home from work, we slept for like an hour and a half. Well, hour and a half too. Um, he ate McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's really, and I had Taco Bells. Hey yo, this one girl got mad at me because I told her I won't eat Taco Bells. I won't eat Taco Bells if no Spanish person is making my Taco Bells. You know, and she was like, "That's racist." I was like, first of all, black people can't be racist because black people don't have shit to be racist about or stop anybody from doing anything. Prejudice, you could say I'm prejudiced, but that's the only way I'll eat Taco Bells. I'm not gonna eat no Taco Bells if a white person makes it. You know, because they don't know how to make Spanish food. So why the fuck would I eat Taco Bells where white people are making it? I wouldn't eat it. And that happened to me before. I went into Taco Bells. I looked in there, see who was in there. Oh, everybody speaking English, white white Anglo-Saxon motherfuckers. I walked out. My buddy's like, "Why you walk out? There was no Spanish people in there." What? Why would there be Spanish people in Taco Bell's? Because it's a Spanish fast food restaurant. Like, yeah. I was like, would you eat? Would you eat Jamaican food at a white person? I mean, would you eat Jamaican food where a white person made it? You'll say no. So why are you judging me for not eating Taco Bell's where all Spanish people don't eat it at? He said, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But let's start the show, you know. So the topic is again top 10 freedom fighters of our era. My top 10. We have a lot. I might mention some people that didn't make the list, but they are to me still freedom fighters, you know. So if we don't know what a freedom fighter is, I wrote down what a freedom fighter is. A freedom fighter is a person who takes part in a violent struggle to achieve a political goal, especially in order to overthrow their government. A freedom fighter. So we got a lot of those type of freedom fighters, you know. To me, I always look at it what they done, uh, the reaction of the masses, and the revolution that they're starting to impact. Those are the things that I personally look at. You know, the shakeup. You know, we always look at the shakeup that they caused. Like we could talk about Bin Laden. In America, he's a fucking terrorist. But in his country, he's a fucking freedom fighter. It's not what the country had to go through, but at the end of the day, the shit that put his country on notice, saying like, yo, we're not taking this shit from y'all Americans no more. Or Hitler. Hitler is a fucking evil, probably one of the most evil guys in the world that people can say. But in his country and with his people, even his followers, he's a fucking freedom fighter, a war hero. Even though he lost the war, he killed a lot of people, or he had people kill a lot of people. People look at him as a freedom fighter. You know? Yeah, we could look at him as a piece of shit. Like I was saying, I look at Muhammad Gandhi as a piece of shit. You know? But in his country, he's probably a freedom fighter, you know? A fucking civil rights activist. Some black people like him, but black Americans like him, but the nigga was a racist. He didn't like black people. Like, even, what's his name? Adolf Hitler. He didn't like Americans like that. He thought Americans was a piece of shit. Then you got these neo-Nazi motherfuckers all walking around, wall, white power, white power. Nigga, Adolf Hitler didn't like you. He thought y'all was worst of the worst. He liked black people before he liked the white Americans, nigga. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, he probably cooked a few black niggas in in the oven, but that's just a casualty what comes with war, you know? It just, I'm just being personally honest. It's a casualty, you know? And that's how we gotta look at certain things. You know, all this stuff that's going on with Gaza and Israel, I don't give a fuck. I'm being personally honest. I just want these motherfuckers to stop sending our money to these two motherfuckers, and even in Ukraine. If this gonna be all this problem, then we need to give Ukraine needs to give that fucking country back to Russia, and y'all need to flee like y'all niggas did before. like some of y'all niggas did before. Y'all could still have the flags, y'all could still have the tradition, but at the end of the day, that nigga want his country back. He say that's his country. He want USSR back. You know? Like, and I'm gonna say this. Vladimir Putin, I kind of have to look at him as a freedom fighter. Because if I was Russian, I would be saying, like, you know what? Vladimir Putin is doing God's work because at the end of the day, that nigga had that country fair and square. The reason why the country was taken away is because niggas wasn't minding their business. Niggas was power hungry. Just it is what it is. Sad, it's fucked up, but at the people died. But that's what comes with war. Instead of trying to prevent the war, these niggas is trying to go to war. And this is the one thing I don't really understand about certain Democrats. They vote Democrats, but they fight for, world peace. While their president is fighting a war in the country that they want to stop it at. Like, to me, that shit doesn't make sense. But, what might not make sense to me might make sense to them. To me, it's stupid and silly as fuck. So that's why I don't listen to them niggas. Them niggas is stupid. Also, too, you should also cash at me, $ oroshalin, no apostrophe, oroshalin. And I will put it up here again, or I'll put it at the, you know what I'm going to do? I will put it at, in the description. Where I'll do it right now for y'all. Give me a second. Cash App. I know it by heart now, so that's super cool. Voila, I'm all set. But yeah, the shit is funny, man. I always tell people all the time, I was like, you gotta be careful with shit like that because, and this is why I don't fuck with I don't really vote for presidency and senates well, I kind of vote for senates because it's local, but all that other stuff, I really don't vote for it. And I feel like, as a black man, we need to group up and come together and pick one crowd. We can't be picking a whole bunch of crowds, And I feel like even with certain presidencies, if niggas ain't falling in line or niggas ain't in code, and this is what being woke was about. All this white woke shit, it's fake. Woke was just basically staying on code when there's other races around, other race and nationalities around that's trying to, bring us down. That's why, if you notice back in the days where some bosses and some managers didn't want a lot of black people around each other, they would try to separate them and spread them out. They felt uncomfortable about it. I'm being personally honest. It's different now because everybody think they're the same, and they'll find out, they'll get their nigger wake up call, they get their Hindu wake up call, or they get their meter wake up call. That they're not the same, my nigga. Everybody get it. Nigga, I got my nigga wake up call. I got my nigga wake up call at Whole Foods. Being nice to white people and stuff like that. And I'm being personally honest, Sometimes you just can't be. I always tell people all the time, and this is the best advice I can give people. Never feel comfortable anywhere if it's not your shit. If you're at work, don't feel comfortable. And the reason why, because that shit can change. It could change. You know, niggas could switch up on you. Niggas could turn. Let me tell you something. I have seen at jobs where people were best friends. I come in the next day, these niggas is screaming at each other, talking about, oh, you're supposed to be everybody's mother. And she say, I'm not nobody's mother. I'm for myself. I have seen people disrespect me. Then when I say some shit back, they go tell the manager. Then they'll just write me up. This happened at Whole Foods when I worked at Whole Foods. They target me. Because I'm supposed to be this big black scary nigga. Everybody love me, from whites to blacks to Spanish to the brown niggas. Even Indian people love me. You know, only people didn't like me was the racist white people. And the black girl who wanted to be white. She thought she was white because she had a white daddy, nigga. Zaddy. You see, and I always tell people all the time, you start to see people when they get in relationships with people. Me, I don't change. Fuck that. You gonna like me or not. You know? Like, and I always tell people all the time, I never went through no drought with women. So I think that's why. I never had no drought. There's have times where I was like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. I want to work on myself. I'm focusing on the wrong things. I'm just being personally honest. Because one thing I already know about, I'm a sex addict. I know I'm a sex addict. You know, I drink. When I was smoking, I smoked a lot of weed. I smoked shitloads of weed. Let me tell you something. I used to buy ounces every 2 weeks. I mean, every 5 days. I used to buy ounces every 5 days, and I used to pay retail price. So I was spending almost $2.50 for an ounce or a half ounce. Yeah, $250 to $300 on weed. So the fuck, it got so bad I had to sell it just so I can get free weed. I paid for my habit. I had money in my pocket, but I paid my bills and my weed, and it paid for my habits. I didn't have to worry about anything. Weed was paying for everything. Then when you start, and I always tell people all the time, there's levels to this shit with weed. There's always level to this shit with weed. Niggas think, oh yeah, I can grow it, this and that. Oh yeah, this is some exotic. No, nigga, I was messing with the official tissue before niggas started messing with the official tissues. Now, this shit right now that y'all niggas is smoking is medical. That medical shit is whack. And I'm gonna be personally honest, because at the end of the day, they putting chemicals in this shit that makes you feel like, yeah, you're medicated instead of just high. Niggas telling you it's sativa, but it's like a medical sativa where you feel like you popped a pill, nigga. Like, I was getting shit, and I'm gonna be personally honest. I was getting shit from overseas and other states and stuff. I was getting shit from California when the shit was illegal. It was called drug trafficking, nigga. I'm being personally honest. Then they locked my plug up. It was a lady. She was making almost $200,000 a month, I heard. And this is from Rhode Island to Maine. This was I was hearing. Nigga, it was so bad, nigga. I had to wait. I would have to order it at 9 o'clock. I didn't get it until like, what, 8 p.m., 7:30 or some shit like that, 7:15 p.m. And I used to rush home, nigga, because I used to live in Brighton. I used to have to rush home to get two half ounces. I think yeah, because there were two different types of weed. Woo, woo, woo. One for sleeping, one from like being motivated. Like I was lit out here, man. You know, I was feeling good out here. Niggas wasn't getting what I was getting. And shout out to my white boyfriend, man. My white boy put me onto that. You know, I'm just being personally honest. You know, like shit has changed, and I can't fuck with this shit. You know, we talked about so many things and stuff like that. We started talking about my old, no, I wouldn't call it criminal life because I wouldn't even call myself an escort. I was a mistress. I was a paramour. You know, I didn't sell. I didn't sell dick. I sold a good time. I sold being a mistress, a professional mistress. Boyfriend, husband comes. Oh, I gotta go. Or if he didn't know about us, I have to jump out of a window or hide in a closet, hide under a fucking bed. And yo, let me tell y'all something really crazy too. Yo, I remember one time when I hid in a closet. You know what popped in my head? That the R. Kelly song, "Trapped in the Closet." Yo, yo, real talk. The R. Kelly song popped in my head, "Trapped in the Closet." Creep, creep, creep. Oh my god. I like I always tell people all the time I live my life, man, because I always tell people all the time I live my life because I was broken. I was a fucked up individual, you know. And I'm bigger now. I'm like 206, 208, maybe 210. At that time I was like 153, 163 jumping out of windows running. Still had the track speed. I had to quit smoking Black and Miles because it would make me slow, and I didn't have no speed or anything. Let me put this back up. Yeah, I feel better now. Yeah, so it just it got me lit and stuff. So I hope you like the stories that I was telling, but it's a part of my life, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how I made my list, like how I made the top list. So there's a top 10, and I wrote this stuff down right here. So how I made this list for the freedom fighters is the person, how many risks that they took, like how many times that they dumb out, like, or I mean risks like they probably jeopardized their job, their freedom, you know, their sanity. Because sometimes when you make a choice, nigga, nigga, you get scrutinized. Martin Luther King got scrutinized because he was telling niggas, he was trying to help niggas out, but he liked pink toes. He liked white bitches, you know? Martin Luther King like white bitches. So what? Most. And let me tell you how I know he like white bitches. Because back in those days, when you fuck with white women, they always looked at you like, you know, black men always thought that it gave them, I don't want to say a standard, but it gave them it made you feel like you was on a different level than other black people, and it really did it. I'm gonna be personally honest. White women, white pussy is alright. It's not the best, my nigga. I don't know why niggas marry white bitches. I still don't know to this day. Um, I never cried over no white bitch. Um, I usually just leave. I think I only fucked with like 4 or 5 white bitches out of my whole life. I fucked with a lot of bitches, but I never really fucked with white bitches like that. I was never really attracted to them. Um, it was probably, let me tell you too. I'm gonna be personally honest. My grandmother told me that she don't mess with light skinned people because you can see dirt on them. So I always thought white people were dirty. All jokes aside, because of my grandmother told me. My grandmother's light skinned. My grandmother's a little bit lighter than me. She from Alabama, Selma, Alabama. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, my great grandma's from Selma, Alabama too. But my grandmama's from Selma. So she's from over the bridge that Martin Luther King walked over. But my grandmother's lit. She's like probably the greatest grandmoms ever. Like she talks shit. She be on that shit. You know, lady in her 80s. Like she, like honestly, I do. I always tell people all the time. I do this podcast a lot, and it made me think of her a lot because this lady worked for a lot of people, and down south you really can't look at white people. So you gotta understand about my grandmother. My grandmother didn't really look at white people in their eyes like that. There was a white lady. There was this white family that treated her very nicely, and I always appreciated that from her, from them, because they didn't have to, and then they were adopted and stuff. I love my grandmother, and this is why I say it. And this is why I understand when I tell people like, yo, I prejudge everybody, but at the end of the day, I still give niggas the benefit of the doubt to change my thought of them, you know. Even Indians, Latinos, all of that shit, is that's just me, you know. It always been like that. Like my grandmother, she's mad. My grandmother was born. My grandma was born in the 30s, but I knew my great grandfather. My great grandfather was born in 1892. This nigga was lit. His name was Joseph Wilson. He had 14 to 16 kids that we knew about. I heard he had more kids. But yo, he was a real deal. He's a real what they say, Alabamian or some shit like that. He's a real southerner. I think the nigga had cotton fields and everything, and like, yo, he was lit. He had mad guns, and this is why I'm a gun person because of my great grandfather. Everybody was scared of him, but one thing my grandmama always told me that he was the most happiest person in the world. And I always, to this day, I always try to be like him. I talk shit. I always have a good time. Um, and like for a little bit, I kind of forgot why am I so happy? Why do I talk shit? And it's because certain family members and stuff. Like my father, he talks a lot of shit. My great grandfather, he was the happy. I never seen him with a frown on his face or sad. I always seen him happy, you know. And I knew this nigga died when I was like 20 years old. He died at 92. So he died in 2000. Nah, was it? Yeah, he was 92. He died 1892. He died in 2004. Yeah, he was 92. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not crying or anything, but yo, he was lit out here. He was lit in Alabama, and like all the work that I do with this podcast, yeah, I want to leave this shit to my kids and stuff like that, but definitely I want to build my dynasty through my past family members, like my great grandfather, my grandmother, cause them niggas didn't have shit really. Like my great grandfather had a farm. That shit was dope. I love the farm. I love that simple life. But my grandmother didn't really have shit. She worked at a nursing home most of her life. Then she had a mid stroke and like just shit like that. And now I'm just trying to, have a little nice house, have like two houses. She could live in one of them. She's lit. Probably have like a butler or a maid or some shit there. Help her out. Boom, boom, boom in my house. Yo, she's good. Have a dog, you know. And I'll live in both of them houses. Because that's what I'm going to do. I have two houses, have some cars, start a few businesses and shit. And I want to do something for my community, my black community. First foundational black American community. Because it feels like everybody's taking shit from us and the government isn't doing anything for us like they were supposed to do. They want us to vote for them and stuff. They want us to do this for them. Want us to do that for them. Nigga, what are you doing for us? it's coming to a point where what are you doing for? What have you done for me lately? And that's why Kamala is having a hard time, cause niggas is asking, "What have you done for me lately?" We don't want to hear what you have done for everybody. We're not trying to say what have you done for minorities. What have you done for foundational Black Americans? You know, and like nigga, if you keep on talking about other shit, we that doesn't answer the fucking question. Like, and I always tell people all the time, the reason why Obama survived, that he survived because of his wife. His wife is a foundational Black American. His wife is what my great great grandmother is. My great great grandmother is Geechee. She's Gule. Geechee. Not my mother's mother, but my father's mother. My father's mother. I'm sorry, my grandfather's mother. If she's Geechee. Oh, I'm sorry, my grandmother's mother. She's Geechee. You know, I don't eat pork. I don't do none of that. I don't keep the African ancestries and shit like that. I don't keep none of that shit. Cause some of us niggas ain't from, Africa. Some of us already been in this country. I'm not trying to say we don't have African ancestry, but you gotta understand, some of us was already over here before the 1600s, before the 1700s. You know, we was over here before white people. How the fuck you think we got here? Wasn't no fucking transatlantic slavery, but we were already over here with the natives. Having a good time with the natives, cooking, eating food, smoking the peace pipe. Now we can't even stand each other because of these Europeans. You know? And I'm gonna be personally honest. But hold on, let me finish the list. I'm sorry, everybody. We talking. We've been talking for almost 50 minutes. That's pretty dope. Cause I don't think we ever did. We talk for 15, 20 minutes on starting shit and stuff like that. I think cause we're organized today, and I'm drinking. But but this is what we talked about. We talked about that. But now we're gonna talk about what is my list? How I basically rate this list. So what I wrote down is the person has to take a risk, like I told you. The person, we gotta understand, the person has to have some type of racial situation or some type of situation, identity situation, if anything. The reaction of the oppressor. So the person who's starting this bullshit, we gotta react to this shit. And the reason why I say all of this, because at the end of the day, you can be like Martin Luther King and stuff like, oh yeah, this is the oppressor, and I put up fucking flyers and shit like that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm a preacher and stuff like that. They burn my shit down. But if he didn't do nothing to fight back, my nigga, and using peaceful, I don't. I personally, I'm gonna say this. I personally don't consider Martin Luther King a freedom fighter, cause he used peace. He used a peaceful tactic that didn't even work. Cause niggas was still getting killed. Emmett still got killed. Rodney King still got beat the fuck up. Niggas still put crack in California. Richard, what's his name? What's his name? Ronald Reagan did this shit. So the shit didn't work. It just calmed down until niggas started putting foot to ass. Till we got the Malcolm X's, the Louis Farrakhan, the RZAs, the Black Panthers, the Crips and Bloods. Once we started getting that shit, that's when niggas was like, yo, we gotta stay away from these niggas. These niggas just trying to kill people. Oh, let's lock up Tukey and what's it? Christopher Wallace or some shit like that. I forgot the man's name. They had to lock them niggas up. Then when he got out, nigga got lit the fuck up. It wasn't Christopher. I forgot the man's name, but I'm sorry I butchered your name, buddy. But well, OG. You could call him OG. Can't even call him buddy. You could call him OG. You know, um, it's crazy, man. Give me a sec. I gotta charge my phone. But yo, this is how we gotta look at certain things. Certain things we can't just be like, oh yeah, you know, they did the peaceful protest, so the John Lewis is out, the the Martin Luther King's out, all those type of people are out. You know, like the reason why we even keep Malcolm X in or Elijah Shabazim is because at the end of the day, he was preaching power. He was saying the shit that niggas was scared of saying. Malcolm X was making white people feel comfortable beating us the fuck up. You know, and that was my only problem with Martin Luther King. That he died. He died for ill will for all these people to come together. And at the end of the day, knew that this shit wasn't gonna work. He brought the civil rights. He brought the people from the NAACP that had nothing to do with black people in. That shit didn't work for us. It actually hurt us more. The NAACP hurt us more. The fucking civil rights activists hurt us more. The only person who benefited from it was the ADL. And I'm gonna be personally honest. The ADL, and the thing about it, how they got that, because the guy fucking lied on a black man and said that he fucking sexually violated a white woman. And it was their people. It was their people. This nigga wasn't innocent. Like, you don't gotta take it from me. Just do the research. He sexually violated the girl. Then they hung him the fuck up. And that's why this is why the Americans just be saying like these motherfuckers from these countries not like us. That's why the Irish had a hard time fitting in with the white community, because at the end of the day, they had different demeanors than a white European. That's why white Europeans like, yo, we don't want to fuck with these Irish people. The Italians couldn't fuck with the Irish people because they were telling on them. Well, some of them was. Because I'm going to be personally honest, because some Irish people are solid. But these other niggas, like the Whitey Bulgers in them, the niggas dead for a reason. The niggas had his throat cut and his tongue pulled out his throat, nigga, for a reason. It wasn't because, he's a foul nigga. No, nigga, because he was telling. He was an informant. And they put him in the wrong place on purpose. I know that shit was on purpose. Nigga, how can you forget? He was all on TV. The man was all on TV, nigga. He gets 2 hours in prison and he get beat the fuck up and fucking... That's a violation right there. Slit the motherfucker open and everything. He deserved it. Am I provoking violence? Shit, nigga, if you did as much dirt that nigga did, you supposed to die, nigga. They finding hundreds of bodies in the ocean of fucking Castle Island. Yeah, nigga. What do they say in the Bible? You live by the sword, you die by the sword, my nigga. You been killing niggas for like, what, ever since the 50s and 50s and 60s. You had the IRA bringing y'all niggas guns from Ireland. When y'all was warring with fucking, England. So, why should I feel bad? I don't feel a motherfucking thing, my nigga. You could eat shit and die, nigga. That's why his brother from, was it UMass Boston, didn't feel bad when the nigga died, because he was telling on his own brother. telling on his own people. Like, nigga, you already doing life in prison, my nigga. You doing life in prison. Why you telling on anybody? Just let niggas live. Niggas been fine. Niggas wasn't doing the dirt no more. Niggas have kids and wives and stuff. They got out the game. They changed their life. And here comes your buster ass. You got caught in Florida trying to live a normal life with all these retired people. Like a nigga ain't gonna catch down on you. Then took your 50,000 from you. Probably was more money and took half of that shit. Like, yeah, nigga, it was only 50. Nah, nigga, it was 100. Nah, it was 50. Niggas got money. Niggas gotta eat out here. Them FBI and them detectives is broke out here. Them niggas is brokies out here. Like, I'm being personally honest. Nigga, if I was a police officer or I was a detective, I'll be stealing money and drugs too, my nigga. I'm being personally honest. Why the fuck would I want to... Oh, you know what? Let me just give all of this shit to them and they're just gonna burn it and them niggas is getting more money than I'm getting. Nah, nigga, fuck that. Give me the money, nigga. That's why with crooked cops, I'm gonna be personally honest. When I was out here doing wrong shit, I did not get mad at a crooked cop when he took my weed and smoked it or sold my shit and gave it to somebody else and told the nigga to sell it and you just give me 10% of it. That's what them niggas did to me. Or it took a few bags, woo, 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 if they want to get high. Oh, yo, your shit's bomb. Boom, 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 we pulling you over. But when I act like an asshole and I know they're crooked, like, yo, my nigga, why you doing this to me, bro? Yo, niggas trying to get high tonight. Like, nigga, how about we do. Yo, I'm going to put it this way. There was certain detectives, I was like, yo, I'll give you a few bags every week, my nigga. Just stop robbing me. Just stop robbing me. I'll give you 3.5, my nigga. I'll give you like, nigga, I'll give you 5 grams, niggas, a week. Just stop robbing me. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to fucking like cut down on my weed, but my nigga, at least I'll have money. You know? You gotta feed the beast, nigga. Everybody gotta eat. If niggas ain't eating, you going to jail, my nigga. You're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get shot. Feed the beast, nigga. You gotta feed the community. That's what I did. When kids needed clothes, yo, nigga, take these clothes, bro. I don't even wear this no more. I wore this probably a few times. Oh, really? Yo, thanks. Little kids in high school and middle school. Here, take all these shirts, my nigga. I don't wear them. Thanks, my G. Thanks. Parents can't pay for no clothes, nigga. Niggas don't gotta go out here robbing or doing any reckless shit. You gotta feed the streets. Niggas don't understand that when you do drugs and stuff and when you selling drugs and stuff, you still got a responsibility, my nigga. That's the whole reason about being a freedom fighter. You could be a drug dealer, but you're a freedom fighter. When I was still doing my dirt, my nigga, I was still feeding people. Yo, here, you hungry? Yo, let's go get something to eat. Yo, I'm starving. Thanks, man. You saved my life. I was about to go out here and rob niggas. Nah, nigga, if I'm here, my nigga, and I have something, I'll give you something. Nigga, I buy something, my nigga, like, yo, here, have half that. Here's the other half, my nigga. I might still be hungry. I might go get something else, but at the end of the day, this nigga don't have to go out here and do some raw shit, you know? And I'm just being personally honest. It's about being a freedom fighter. This is what being a freedom fighter is. Dealing with your oppressors and helping the community. That's what it's always been about. But now, we got to start my list. Yeah, we got to start the list. I got a good list, too. You know? So, my top 10 freedom fighters, and we're going to start with Rachel Dolezal. And the reason why I say Rachel Dolezal, this is a lady who pretended to be black, went to a black school, said that she had black parents, she was adopted, became the president of the NAACP, Did a lot of shit for black people. Started programs, started workshops, did a lot of shit. The shit hasn't been the same ever since this lady left. She became a fraud just to help black Americans. Now the bitch is on OnlyFans selling her coochie, her cougar coochie on OnlyFans. And you know what? That's my top 10. I had to start off with her. Rachel Dolezal is top 10, man. She went to OnlyFans. Yo, let me tell you something. If a white bitch fake being black help the community on the higher echelon, the hierarchy of helping of civil rights activists right now in this modern era, and here comes this hating ass white guy saying, "Oh, nigga, you ain't even black, you're white." You know what? We're gonna watch a video, and I'm saying this. The reason why I said Rachel Dolezal, first of all, she fine for a white woman. I didn't even know that bitch was white. You know, until niggas told us. She was Kamala Harris before Kamala Harris, but Rachel Dolezal did more than her. We gotta be personally honest. Do we miss Rachel Dolezal? Yo, nigga, if there was a race draft, I would trade her for fucking Kamala Harris. I swear to God, we would. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I would want this girl, man. I thought this bitch was half black, at least. All she was doing was taking black dick. That's it. We gotta watch it. You know what? We gotta salute this. You know what? I'm gonna go. Put it this way. I'm gonna go overboard and say
Top 5 reasons you should switch to a TurboTax expert this fall.
I'm gonna go overboard and say Black Queen.
We'll beat your Tax Pros price from last season.
We're gonna watch this racist.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
This man right here is your father? Right there?
You have a question about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was wondering if your dad really is an African American man.
That's a very. I mean, I don't know what you're implying.
Are you African American?
I don't understand the question of. I did tell you that yes, that's my dad, and he was unable to come in January.
Are your parents?
I'm
Are
not-
they white?
See, this is why I say, yo, white people be doing hating shit to even their own people, my nigga. You did that Rachel Dolezal. Why? Because she's helping the black community? And this is why? Yo. One thing I'm going to say about Rachel Dolezal. Yo, she was lit out here. She was helping the black community. We was having all the dope award shows. We was living good out here when she was the president. I'm going to be personally honest. When I get somebody, I'm going to throw her some change. Woo, 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 woo. Nigga, personally, if I had some dough, like some good dough, nigga, I will super promote. I will help her OnlyFans. I will promote this girl's OnlyFans. Like, I'll put money into her OnlyFans just so she can have money. Because at the end of the day, we got to salute this black queen. Like, yeah, we could joke around she's transracial and all this other stuff, and she ain't even black, nigga. Camilla ain't even all, black. Let's be honest. Her daddy's white. Her daddy been saying that he was white ever since the 60s. We don't give a fuck that he was fighting in the civil rights. Let's be personally honest. The nigga didn't do shit. Her mother didn't do shit. Her mother's... Nigga, let's be personally honest. Them niggas is fucking Canadian. I'm being personally honest. The bitch is Canadian. I don't even consider the bitch is a black American. All of a sudden she want to be black so she get some black. This is why I don't like about the Democrats too. Only time they want to fuck with us is when they could benefit. You know? Y'all look at us as a lick. And that shit that y'all did to Rachel, I think is fucked up. And you know what? I will always defend Rachel Doza. Real talk. I will always defend her. Even at the school. Nigga, come on. She's selling cougar pussy. Yo, she's selling cougar pussy on fucking OnlyFans. And y'all niggas is hating on her because she's selling cougar pussy, nigga. There's a lot of niggas that like cougar pussy. Real talk. And there's a lot of black niggas that will fuck with her because, you know what? She was 10 toes down for black people. I would choose her for president before I choose... Nigga, I will... Y'all might burn me for this, my nigga, but yo, I'd rather choose Rachel Doza as the woman president before I choose Kamala. I'd rather choose Rachel before I choose Kamala. So all that shit that y'all niggas was doing to her and stuff, I think it was fucked up. And she's a freedom fighter. She manipulated the system. She got all the awards. And you know what? I'm not even mad about that. You know what? I'm mad about her husband leaving. I'm more mad about that. And I'm being personally honest because, yo, you know what? This nigga did a lot for his race, and this nigga leaves. You's a bitch ass nigga. And I'm gonna be personally honest. I think you's a bitch ass nigga, and you know what? I think your son needs to support you a little bit more. So, Rachel, you always have... oroshalin will always give you support. Oroshalin will always go 10 toes down for you. Because at the end of the day, white people don't do the shit you just did. This is a real boss bitch right here. That's a real black bitch right there. That's a real hood bitch right there. Educated queen. Black queen. And all y'all niggas who crucify her, man, I'm pissed off, my nigga. That's my top 10, right? That's top 10. That's number 10 right there. That's number 10. Y'all niggas think I'm joking? We could talk about Kamala all we want. I don't give a shit about her. You know why? Because she didn't do shit for black people. But this bitch right here, Rachel, 10 toes down, baby. 10 toes down. Yeah, we gotta talk about her too, you know? Like, yeah, she got 2 white parents. Yeah, she didn't feel comfortable in her own skin because she was white. She was a white girl. She felt like she wasn't supposed to be a white girl. You know? Then, let me tell you what's the worst part about it. And this is why I was like, yo, her parents is a fucking bitch. Because her parents went on TV and exposed her. Y'all ain't even real fucking parents, man. I'm being personally honest. If that was my wife right there, I would have been like, yo, baby, we're going to ride this out together. I'm going to stand 10 toes down with you. I think this bitch ass nigga left. I'm going to be personally honest. This nigga asked for a divorce and everything. That's why the chick is doing OnlyFans. I'm being honest. You know? I love me some Rachel Dolezal. You know? And I feel like... and like I even told y'all, I don't even fuck with white girls like that. I really never fucked with white girls like that. But Rachel Dozer, nigga, 10 toes down, my nigga. She could even say, yo, she's white, but I'm gonna tell you why. Cause she stayed to, I fake, all she has, I fake being black. Just so I can help black people. I always felt like I was like, nigga, what? Nigga, I would have been like, yo, they said some shit. Yo, nigga, talk to my woo, 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 my shorty doo-wops like that. Woo, 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 nigga, go crazy. Like, I understand why she did it. She was trying to make a difference, and this is why I say she was a top 10. She's number 10 in my book. She will always be number 10, you know? And, like, I hope people see it. But the next person we're going to talk about, because, I know we go hard. We go hard in the paint with these people, is a guy named Charles Miller. If you don't know Charles Miller, he slapped the shit out of a pope, you know? I think the pope was doing some foul shit. A nigga don't pimp slap you for no way. And my nigga was, what made him the freedom fighter? Because the nigga was looking jiggy. The nigga was jiggy as fuck. He was jiggy. He was fly. He had a suit on. He was looking his Sunday best when he did what he did. And we gotta salute this to the soldier. Charles Miller. I seen this shit probably like 6, 7, 8 years ago. Probably longer than that. Me and my people was laughing. Let me see if I can find them on YouTube. Let's see, Church. Yeah, his name was Charles Miller. Salute to that freedom fighter. We're gonna get, I know what to put. Yeah, man. Yeah, Charles Miller was going away. He slapped the bishop. Everybody, I'll be right back, too. I just gotta get some ice and I'll be back.
It was a very shocking and horrific moment.
Mark Bonomo was attending Mass at the Cathedral Basilica of Sacred Heart in New Jersey when a man walked up to Bishop Manuel Cruz and punched him in the face. Police identified the man as 42-year-old Charles Miller. He can be seen strolling up to the altar right in the middle of the service.
As a former altar boy, a lot of people thought, he might be part of the Mass, but I myself thought it was a little odd right off from the gate, and then when he walked up and hit the man in the face, hit Bishop Cruz in the face, people were shocked. Some people ducked, others screamed.
Another person in attendance caught the whole thing on video. The bishop fell to the ground and was shielded by an altar boy, while police tackled Miller to place him under arrest. A spokesman for the Archdiocese.
I know I missed it, everybody. We gotta watch it one more time. My nigga got lit up.
It was a very shocking and horrific moment.
Mark Bonomo was attending
Charles
Mass
Miller.
at the Cathedral Basilica of Sacred Heart in New Jersey when a man walked up to Bishop Manuel Cruz and punched him in the face. Police identified the man as 42-year-old Charles Miller. He can be seen strolling up to the altar right in the middle of the service.
As a former altar boy, a lot of people thought, he might be part of the Mass, but
my nigga see the police coming. I was like, yo, my nigga see the police coming. Yo, that nigga is like, yo, that nigga gave a real quick jab right now. That nigga was like Captain Hook. If y'all nigga don't know who Captain Hook is, it's Roy Jones. That nigga. But that wasn't a hook. The nigga hit him with that jab, man. Touched his jaw up a little bit.
I myself thought it was a little odd right off from the gate, and then when he walked up and hit the man in the face, hit Bishop Cruz in the face, people were shocked. Some people ducked, others screamed.
Another person in attendance caught the whole thing on video. The bishop fell to the ground and was shielded by an altar boy, while police tackled Miller to place him under arrest. A spokesman for the archdiocese said Bishop Cruz was not seriously injured, and he was thankful law enforcement was there to take control of the situation. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara.
My man's a freedom fighter. Yo, my man's a freedom fighter. Yo, we gotta say Charles Miller's a freedom fighter, man. Charles Miller did what he was supposed to do, man. And the reason why, the bishop probably did some crazy shit, you know? We gotta, hold on, we gotta see it one more time. Hold on. Let me see if I can find, yo, there was another dude. Yo, there's another one, but this one right here. I think this is him too.
News, a shocking display of violence in a house of worship. A beloved bishop was attacked at the altar, punched in the face during Mass. CBS 2's Valerie Castro spoke with him. His comments are new at 11.
I am in pain. I'm a little frightened inside. I'm only a human being. But otherwise, I am okay.
Bishop Manuel Cruz has 30 stitches in his mouth after this man in a white coat and hat punched him in the mouth during a Saturday service.
Let me tell you what I think what happened. I'm going to be personally honest. The nigga presented himself as a pimp. So the nigga was probably ran away with some pussy. I'm going to be personally honest. Nigga ran away with some coochie and nigga had to get his get back. Like, yo, nigga, you got to pay for, because you use a bishop, you don't get no free pussy. Nah, nigga, you still got to pay, nigga. Nigga try to run off on. Nigga, let me tell you something. So I used to have this cousin. I ain't gonna tell you my cousin's name. She used to own a brothel and she used to smoke crack, I heard. And she stabbed a John because the nigga wasn't trying to pay for no pussy. Trying to pay for the pussy, but he had got some pussy. You know? And I think my cousin went to jail because of this shit. So like my nigga, y'all gotta pay, like nigga, you pay as you weigh, my nigga. You know, you paying for a good time, my nigga. You paying for entertainment, you know? So like why y'all niggas trying to run off on a bill, nigga? You can't run off on a bill, nigga. It's foul. You know, what type of, like, I understand you conning niggas, you stealing niggas money and stuff, but when you stealing pussy, my nigga, that's a crime, my nigga, in my book. It's a crime. It's a crime. I'm sorry. That nigga's a freedom fighter. This is why I say he's a freedom fighter. He thought the nigga wasn't gonna come up on a Sunday morning and punch you in the face for taking some pussy, my nigga. So shout out to Charlie. Pimp C, right? That's Pimp CM right there. Pimp Miller over there. He had to do what he had to do. My nigga came fly on this Sunday morning. Nigga was shining, got his skin on right. Nigga probably got the nails done, you know. Got the shoes shining, everything. Nigga was living life. And he had to handle business like, baby, I got this. You know what? You know, he had to make an example out of the bishop for stealing pussy. That nigga's a freedom fighter. That's oppression right there. Like, white people been taking pussy for so many years and not paying for it. Now, nigga, you got the game fucked up. I'm being personally honest. He got what he deserved. I would have stomped you out in front of the police for stealing the pussy. Real talk. You don't do that to this nigga's hoes and shit like that. Or the nigga's staff. The nigga's trying to run a modest business and you stealing pussy, nigga. You know he did the shit too. That's the crazy part. You know he stole some pussy. Nigga don't look fly on his Sunday morning. Nigga, we gonna watch it again, my nigga. And this, y'all see what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sad and I'm hurting. Nigga, we don't hear that white people shit, my nigga. You should have never took the pussy.
CBS 2's Valerie Castro spoke with him. His comments are new at 11.
I am in pain. I'm a little frightened inside. I'm only a human being. But otherwise...
And the sad thing about it, nigga's Spanish, too. He's probably like Spaniard. So you know they steal pussy. The Spaniards, the niggas from Spain, they steal pussy. I don't trust no white man from Spain. They steal pussy. Nigga, look at Puerto Rico and all these other Spanish countries in South America. You don't think the Spaniards took the pussy? The conquistadors was stealing pussy out there? Look at what Christopher Columbus did. He's a nasty motherfucker too. Like, let's be honest. That's your forefathers, nigga. My forefather wasn't no fucking pedophile, nigga. No, nigga, y'all can keep Christopher Columbus. Y'all Spaniards can keep Christopher Columbus. And if any of y'all Latin motherfuckers want to keep Christopher Columbus, you can keep him. Because the nigga had 12-year-old brothels, nigga. Let's get that right. Y'all niggas can keep that nigga. We don't want the nigga. That's why we don't have Christopher Columbus Day no more. Shout out to the natives. Because them natives should have fucking sculpted that nigga. I'm being personally honest. They should have pissed on that nigga's grave. And let me tell you something. I'm not even mad when them white people in Boston be cutting off the nigga's head and putting paint on the nigga's statue and shit like that. He was a pervert, nigga. Let's be honest. The nigga was a pervert. He was a Hugh Hefner. Nigga had brothels. Nigga was selling pussy out in South America. The fuck? Are we gonna feel bad for Christopher Columbus? Oh yeah, he's one of the forefathers. Nah, nigga never been to America. He been to South America. He was stealing their gold. He was acting a fucking fool. Them natives did what they were supposed to do. Kill the nigga. Kill his people. I'm not even mad about that. What I'm mad about with South America and all these other Latinos countries, they try to whiten their culture. No, real talk. I'm going to be personally honest now. They try to take all that, the Taino out there culture and all the Afro out there culture, and they try to be Spaniards and conquistadors. If you want that rape culture or if you want that sexual violating culture, go and be my guest. Because that's what it is. I am not going to lie to you. The conquistadors were worse than barbarians and cave dwellers and cavemen. Maybe even animals. They're worse than thieves. But if that's what you like and that's your culture, that's your culture. We call American on their bullshits all the time. Because that's the American way. We kick a nigga while they down. That's what make us niggas. Oh, you down on your luck? Like, look at Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is a nigga too. He was kicking, and he had audacity to talk about black people. With his trifling ass. He want to talk about Diddy. Because the nigga had a little bit of brown sugar. This nigga think he know black people. I'm just being honest. Vlad does the same thing. Cause the nigga got his little turkey implant. He think he fly. He think he doing shit. We gotta call niggas out on that shit. Niggas is lit out here. You got that lip. You got them stitches in your lip for a reason, my nigga. We don't feel bad for you. My nigga, we feel bad for Charles Miller. He's a freedom fighter.
I am okay.
Bishop Manuel Cruz has 30 stitches in his mouth after this man in a white coat and hat punched him in the mouth during a Saturday service. It happened inside the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart in Newark.
Everybody started screaming, and it was the most frightening thing you could ever see.
Evelyn Padine and her daughter sat just a few rows from the altar.
We all threw ourselves to the floor thinking something terrible had happened, and it did. It had.
Police officers immediately rushed the man, Charles Miller. Witnesses say he'd arrived at the church half an hour early, driving.
Yo, my nigga was fresh to death, nigga. Look at my nigga's suit. Yo, my nigga's threads is ill, nigga. Yo, shout out to Charles Mills, man. My nigga right here, Charles Miller.
A pink Cadillac. Once he was subdued and arrested, the bishop.
Yo, nigga said a pink Cadillac. Yo, my nigga said a pink Cadillac. My nigga was fresh.
Half an hour early, driving a pink Cadillac. Once he was subdued and arrested, the bishop told parishioners to go home.
It was in such a sacred place. I was totally shocked, and my daughter here started to become very upset.
After the assault, Padine's daughter Sophia wrote this letter to the bishop who baptized her. In it, she says, "I pray for you and send hugs and kisses for a fast recovery. I also pray for the man that hurt you."
Because I felt bad and I was really upset and I wanted him to feel better.
And why did you want to pray for the other man too?
Because I learned in church that you should always pray for bad or good people.
I hope her mother didn't coach her to say that shit. Because that nigga's a freedom fighter. He's a freedom fighter. Like, come on, little girl. And I'm just telling you this. I'm not trying to say you're lying or shit like that. If your mama coach you, shame on your mama. If you feel like, oh, yeah, you know, Charles Miller needs to be in jail, I'd rather you say that. You know. But we don't know what happened, sugar. And we won't know until Charles Miller talks. Real talk.
The bishop believes Miller suffers from a mental illness. He says he's grateful to everyone who's reached out to him since the attack, and also for this altar server who protected him in the moments after.
When I was on that floor thinking that I was going to die, he came and held me and told me, "Father, don't go. I'm here."
Charles Miller has been charged with assault. He is expected to appear in a courtroom on Tuesday. In Newark, New Jersey, Valerie Castro, CBS 2 News.
It was a shocking.
Yo, my nigga Charlie, yo, he did his thing, you know? That's a freedom fighter. You see that? The nigga dumbed out. My nigga dumbed out. He did what he was supposed to do, you know? And I'm not even mad. I don't think we could be mad at that. But, you know, he's a freedom fighter. We need to appreciate, you know, we got to appreciate this nigga's craft. He dumbed out, punched the nigga in his face because he actually deserved that shit, man. I'm going to be personally honest. And I'm not doing that because I'm being a hater, but I'm just saying the nigga did something. Niggas just don't punch you in the face. Oh, nigga, mental health. Nah, we're not going to put that on Charles Miller until he say that. Because the nigga's eyes crooked don't mean the nigga got mental health, my nigga. I'm being personally honest. Nigga got a crooked eye. I don't think the nigga don't got mental health until we figure out what's going on. We never heard nothing else from it. Nigga swung on the nigga. But the bishop deserved it. I'm going to be personally on that. I'm going with the freedom fighter. That's my top 9 for the freedom fighter. But top 8. Little Joseph Hall. If y'all don't know who Little Joseph Hall is, I'm gonna intervene with some shit, all right? Little Joseph Hall was a little kid, little 12, 13-year-old kid that popped his father, who was a neo-Nazi, that tried to make the nigga be I think, racist. He's a freedom fighter. You know, niggas die every day. We ain't gonna cry for this cracker. I'm gonna be personally honest. You know? And the reason why I'm saying this, because, like, yo, man, teach your kid to be racist. Let this nigga be his own person. You know, you act like the nigga's, you know, slipping on a fucking lace front with some high heels or some shit. You know, I know, you know, neo-Nazis and, you know, neo-Nazis be popping niggas and shit like that, and, like my nigga, come with the territory, my nigga. Being a father, sometimes you gotta let your kid be who he wanna be. Like, really, you know? Like, my kid be doing all types of shit. My children be doing all types of shit. You know what I do? I let them be themselves. You know? I fix what I can fix, but, you know? And this is why I say shout out to little Joseph Hall, man. You know, he's a freedom fighter. You know, and the father was a Nazi, neo-Nazi, a fake-ass Nazi. Nazis don't even like white Americans. Why you think they're fucking, their regime end? Because America. You think they gonna fuck with y'all niggas? That's why I call them fake white supremacists. You know? And shout out to little Joseph, man. Little Joseph, you did your thing, man. You know what? And you'll max out a life. You get out when you're like 21, my nigga. And you're gonna do your thing. Become a doctor or whatever nice thing that you want to do, my nigga. But you know what? I'm gonna even say this. I want you to have a black girlfriend. I want you to have a black wife and some kids, my nigga. Real talk. Where's granddaddy? That nigga's taking a dirt nap. He wanted me to be racist. I'm sorry, that's not, oh yes. Nigga taking a dirt nap. Little Joseph. And I know you don't got no pops now. You know, you murked the nigga, but the nigga deserved it. He deserved it. You know, and damn, he was only 10. I'm sorry, everybody. The kid was 10 years old. You know, and this is what I'm going to say about the courts. Y'all should have gave the nigga leeway where he got out when he was like 15. I don't think the nigga should have did the whole time. Put him in a foster home, have him give him good parents and shit like that, and make him be something in life. This is the one time this is what I'm going to say. This is the one time I'm rooting for the white kid. You know, I'm rooting for the white kid. Hold on. Former Nazi accused of killing roommate. Took it home himself. Hold on. We're going to find some shit, you know. And, like, we're going to see what CBS said. CBS be always on some good shit right now. But, nigga, if I was a neo-Nazi and my kid popped me, I wouldn't be even mad myself. I'll be taking a dirt nap, but I wouldn't be too mad. My kid didn't want to be racist. Like me, I'm prejudiced. I don't want my kids to be prejudiced. You know, because, you know why? Because they didn't grow up like I grew up. You know, I grew up different, you know. Like, I grew up where...
Earlier this year, the leader of a neo-Nazi group was murdered in Riverside, California. His name was Jeff Hall. He was a burly man, 6'3", a devoted father of 5 young children, and a plumber who had been unemployed for 3 years. Jeff Hall was shot at near zero range in his own living room. What was astonishing was who shot him.
The story will continue in a moment.
We've been through a lot together, some of us, you know, seriously.
This is 32-year-old Jeff Hall. These pictures were taken just hours before he was executed right in this room. The executioner, this child, his son, his 10-year-old son.
My little nigga, that's my nigga right there, Joseph. So if y'all don't know my last name is Hale, Hale. So I can relate to this little nigga right here. That's my little nigga right here. He did what he was supposed to do. He's a freedom fighter. He dumbed out. He had to dumb out. The nigga didn't want to do what he wanted. He didn't want to do this racist shit like that. The nigga wanted to be just a regular kid, my nigga. His father took that shit away from him. You know what? And this is what we went back to. Hold on. Let me say what I said. What did I go by? The risk that he took, the racial situation that he was in, and disrupting the system. Disrupting the system. This little 12-year-old kid disrupted the system. He popped his fucking father. He made his dad take a dirt nap. The pops deserve this shit. He's trying to teach the kid how to be a fucking neo-Nazi. If we all don't notice, the neo-Nazis is dying out. It's the white nationalists right now. It's white bougie white people trying to be more that they're not. Look at Richard Spencer. He ain't shit. He ain't worth a pot pissing. Let's be honest. He's gonna go back into being racist. That's just who he is. He could be like, "Oh, I'm not racist no more." Nah, nigga, we know who you are. Kramer, he fucked up and flipped out. Calling niggas, calling black people niggas, monkeys, slave, talking about them niggas as slaves. Yo, nigga lost his fucking mind. We know Kramer ain't racist, but at the end of the day, it's good content. Nigga, you food. You gotta sit down for a little bit. You sat down for like 10, 15 years, my nigga. It's time to make a comeback. Nigga, it's time to make a comeback. I'm being personally honest. I'm gonna be personally honest. It's time for him to make a comeback. I want to see Kramer now. I'm gonna go buy a ticket just to go see Kramer. But Lil Joseph, he should have never did that to Lil Joseph. And this is why I call him a freedom fighter. He oppressed this kid. He oppressed this kid to being racist. And the kid didn't want to be racist. He wanted to play with other kids. You gotta understand, in California, there's mostly Mexicans and blacks. Yeah, because you stay away from them niggas don't mean that you're not gonna see them. Kids only become who you want to be. Like I was hearing my daughter saying nigga. I had to stop saying nigga around this little girl. She gonna go around school saying nigga. Girl only 6 years old. Jesus Christ. I said it younger, but you know, I understand. I understand his pain. He wanted just to be a kid. He just wanted to be normal while these white angry people wanted to talk to fucking customer service. That's all Jeff was fucking customer service. Talk about, oh yeah, I don't like black people because they did this. You complaining about your fucking problems, my nigga. That's why that kid right there, he's a freedom fighter. Y'all birthed a freedom fighter. And I hope he has black babies just so he can say this. You know what? I did this for God. I did God's work, nigga. This little kid did God's work. He did God's work, man. If you believe in that type of shit. My little nigga Joseph Hall did God's work. And he laid his fucking father down. Sometimes you have to... I gotta be personally honest. Sometimes, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like even with my family, I don't fuck with certain family members. Y'all understand how, like, Put it this way, you see how we already talked. I told y'all about my mums. Me and my mums don't have a good relationship. At the end of the day, I love my mums, but I gotta love her from a distance. I did what I can do. It just doesn't work. You know, I'm always gonna get the short stick of everything. But now when you got children and when you got a legacy, you got people in your legacy, you carrying people, you can't be doing dumb shit like this. Like, my mother's life ain't over. My mother's like, what, almost 60? But at the end of the day, her life isn't over. 3-4 years, she'll be 60. Yeah, 3 or 4 years, she'll be 60. But, nigga, your life ain't over. Go build something. Go build go build a legacy. Because you fuck around with me, I'll fuck your legacy up. That's just how I am. I'm on that type of time right now. Don't fuck with me. Leave me alone. Why you think my favorite animal is a hippo? I'm very territorial, especially when it comes to my kids. Hippo or otter? I love those two type of animals. Maybe even ants. I love ants. Ants. There's certain animals I just love. But those two or three animals, hippos and otters and stuff like that, I just love how to just adapt to life. This little kid, man, we gotta watch him and we gotta salute him. And I'm gonna say this to the crowd. If y'all have money, send this kid some money if he's still in prison. All jokes aside. We need to be supported, especially if you're a black man, if you're a foundational black American, send this nigga some money. And I know we don't go out the box and do stuff like this, but we should do this. I'm being personally honest. Niggas die every day, but we ain't gonna cry for no cracker. I'm sorry. And when you say cracker, it's not a racist word. I'm going to tell y'all where the definition of the word cracker came from. The word of cracker came from is when the slave master used to use the whip and crap the black man in the back with the whip. It used to make a cracking sounds. That's why they call white people crackers. Would I cry for some white people? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely I would have. I cried for fucking Betty White. I love me some Betty White. Just about every black person loved Betty White. All jokes aside. You know, she was a great woman. She treated everybody right. We loved her, you know. And there's people just like Betty White. Now the question is, are y'all like Betty White? The people who I'm judging, the people who are watching, are y'all like Betty White? You know? I will cry for little Joseph. You know why I would cry for little Joseph? Because he didn't have to do what he had to do. He could have just ran away and just call it the day. But you know what? He did God's work. He got this motherfucker out of here. Let's be honest. And we don't got time for racist people. Prejudice, yes, because they just prejudging niggas. But racist people where they can fuck somebody up, kill somebody, you know, physically harm somebody, we got to get this nigga out of here. And little Joseph did what he was supposed to do.
Son. But if you find this image disturbing, consider this one taken 2 weeks earlier. A neo-Nazi rally on the streets of Trenton, New Jersey.
Who streets? Our streets! Who streets? Our streets! Who streets? Our streets! Sing home!
Jeff Hall was a rising star in the largest neo-Nazi group in the country, the National Socialist Movement, or NSM.
You know where to find me.
The numbers nationwide are still small, 500 members.
All these fucking inbreds, man. These are inbreds. These are cousin fuckers. They're cousin fuckers. You could tell. Look at the niggas' ears. And like, yo, don't get me wrong. Like, black Americans and black people in general, we're ahead of our times because we're well developed. You know, we've been on this earth for probably almost over 1 million years. White people only been on earth probably for 100,000 years. Like, we've been on this. I'm being personally honest. Why do you think the Egyptian guy said, like, yo, the niggas left Jerusalem black and came back white? Niggas is bringing out these old Bibles with fucking coloring pictures in the Bible, and these niggas is looking black. Only time there was like really like white people, like even though we could say Cain lost his melanin, but the first white person was Esau. Real talk. And that was Jacob's brother. So Jacob was a black man, but Esau was a white man. You know? And like, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the Bible. Excuse me, hold on 1 second. Okay, we're good. I thought I'd pull some cord out. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I always tell people there's nothing wrong with being white. You know? Like, are we working together, or are we, and this is where foundational black Americans, people who are from America, like black Americans that from America and not no other country, only thing we could trace back is America. You got to understand that, you know, without us, America would never be America. Till this day, if you take us out of America, y'all would lose trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars. So all this neo-Nazi shit is stupid because y'all will lose money. America is about money. I'm being personally honest. This is a capitalistic state. Africa's is tribalistic. Real talk. So all this, don't listen to these neo-Nazi shit. It's about green. It's always been about green. That's why these people who are ahead of everything, they're about to be gone. They're about to be gone. So I'm gonna say this. Niggas saying anti-Semitic might be gone. The game board is changing right now. People who are supposed to be on top will be on top. It's not going to be the same people. It's not going to be like, oh, well, you know what? That's my father. So I'm supposed to be in the seat. It doesn't work like that no more. This is why if you don't start your own business, this is why Clive Davis is leaving. And this is my theory. Excuse me. This is just my theory. Clive Davis is leaving is because he's losing power. Those people who he losing power with, and I think, what's his name? As long Diddy's alive, a lot of people is going to be shook. A lot of people went to Diddy's party. A lot of people did not say no to his party. A lot of people stayed late. Diddy only shows you what he wants to show you. And this is why I always tell, did somebody hire over Diddy? Yes. So Diddy's going to give up somebody. Diddy knows what he knows. Diddy been doing this shit for 30 years. You think this nigga's going to jail? No, Diddy's smiling right now. Y'all niggas think I'm going to go to jail? Y'all don't think y'all gonna pay me back? Okay. And put it this way. I think Cassie's gonna get caught up in that shit. She been doing more than what she's been telling us. And I'm gonna say it first. She has been doing more than what she's been telling us. They're gonna investigate Cassie. You think he hit me and beat me the fuck up? Nah, nigga, that was a drug. I tell people all the time, that was a drug dispute. She probably do some druggy shit and took his shit and he beat her the fuck up. Cause they both were high. It wasn't right, but at the end of the day, he did what he did. Nigga, he owned it up. He paid her. But now they're gonna have to investigate her. Let me tell you something. If Diddy's, I'm gonna say this. If Diddy's attorney is smart, he will investigate Cassie. Cause she's doing more than what she's saying. Personally, I'm being personally honest. This is what I'm thinking. She's seen everything. She knows everything. She wasn't forcefully into doing everything that she wanted to do. I'm being personally honest. And also too, I've been to these type of parties. And that's how I know. I've been to these swinger. Diddy's a swinger. He's a swinger. There's nothing wrong with being a swinger. It's some European shit. Black people don't do it, but at the end of the day, you fit it. If you adapt to the European culture, this is what happens. They into like people fucking their wives and shit like that. I know this. This is why I told y'all the story about me being a paramour. You know, because it's normal. Like, to me, it's normal in my head, but at the end of the day, I know it's not normal. It's not normal to the world. So they're going to look at me different. I know they're going to look at me different. They're going to look at me, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? That's why when I looked at, what's his name? Lena the Plug and Jason loved what he was doing. Jason Love did what he was supposed to do. But the thing about it, Adam wanted to make content out of it. So when a nigga makes content out of it, he gets mad at Jason for talking about it not on his podcast after he already talked about it on his podcast. Why would it stay on one podcast? That's why Little D fucked up, because he could have got more money and talked about it on more podcasts. Little D's a young dude. That's why, what's his name? Adam targeted him. Real talk. Little D should have did a whole bunch of podcasts and like let niggas know what was popping. First of all, if Adam was smart, it would have brought him more clientele. If that's what he was trying to get into. You know? Like me, I gotta be quiet. I can't say anybody's name. First of all, one of them is dead. I went to the funeral and I cried. And I think that was the last time I cried at a funeral, because it wasn't the sex, it's what she taught me. She taught me about etiquette. She taught me how to act around white people and rich people and successful people and people who don't want to. She taught me how to be a chameleon. Call me darling, and let me show you how to do this, darling. And she was so It was crazy, but she was married. This is why I tell y'all these stories, because it fits in with this nigga. Jeff fucked up. He tried to control his kid's life. It should have never been like this.
Tops, but they're growing.
This isn't dress up. This isn't a game. We're fighting for our children's future.
According to Jeff Hall and the NSM, that future would be an all-white, non-Semitic America.
There's other groups I could join. There's tons of them.
Jeff Hall joined only 3 years ago. But seen as personable and charismatic, he quickly became the leader of the NSM in California, Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. This footage was shot by Julie Plattner, a filmmaker and photographer who was able to gain the NSM's trust.
How you doing, Miss Julie?
And enter their closed world of private meetings.
Julie has me, Mike.
She quickly honed in on Jeff Hall.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
Jeff Hall cultivated a sense of family among his new recruits.
Yeah, we did good. Do not pay somebody to build you a Shopify store, because I'm going to do it free.
Can I say this? Jeff Hall, you're a fucking idiot, my nigga. I gotta be personally honest. He was charismatic. I can't even say it right now. I'm drinking. Honestly, I could see it in you, but at the end of the day, it's just like the Germans don't even like y'all niggas. I'm gonna be personally honest. Y'all doing all this shit with crazy, and the kid seen it. He's like, yo, I just want to live a normal life. And you gotta understand, with me, and this is why I'm so against Democrats and Republicans, because the kids just want to be kids. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be a kid. I just wanted to play around. I wanted to run around and stuff. So I look at my kid, like my son and stuff. Niggas talk about, oh, he got autism. No, that nigga's living his best life, my nigga. Personally, I wish I had autism. Because I would be living my best life. I don't got to really worry about anything. Oh, yeah, they teaching me this. Woo, woo, woo. I learned a little bit from this, going to this and stuff. I'm going to be a little bit tired. But, nigga, I'm going to tell you this. When I was growing up, when I was in elementary school, because I got hit in the head with a bat when I was 2 years old. I had to learn everything over. I got hit in the head with a bat. In my head, it was internal bleeding. And all of a sudden, my grandmother said she prayed and it stopped. But to that day, I had a learning disability. I personally don't think I have one. It's just how I learn. I learn differently. I work harder than others. And I cried about stuff like this. It's like, yo, why am I not like others and stuff? Niggas is always treating me different. I'm not in the class with the people I want to be friends with and stuff like that. Like, I cried, man. And I'm going to be personally honest. I cried by myself. Because I knew other people don't understand it. My mother would have graduated at the age of 16, 17 if she didn't have me. So I always felt like I was a fucking burden. And I felt like, and I'm going to be personally honest, I think this is why I have a disconnection with my mother. Because I feel like my mother has a burden against me. Like, my mother has a grudge against me. And I always felt like I was a burden. Even though when I got kicked out, I had to learn. I did have to learn. And this is why I always look at my projects and stuff like that. I always look at JP as my projects, even though, like, got my certain family members killed and stuff like that. That's all I know. I'm gonna be personally, that's all I know. I traveled a lot of places. Everywhere. They're still my family to this end. I still have to support them. I still have to when I die, and this is why I work so hard. When I die, I want to have a statue of me. All my achievements, everything. So every time every kid looks at it, they say, "Yo, I can do the same thing." In that projects, and I wanted, and I'm gonna try to own those projects. That's why I work so hard. I try to say every dime, every penny from from my podcast. From my podcast to my short films I'm gonna do, to my scripts that I'm gonna be doing in 2025. I'm gonna save all that money, man. I want to buy all my projects. I'm gonna buy the new side press. Then I'm gonna buy the old side. You know, I want to. I'm not gonna change the name. What's called Brumsley Heat Projects. You know, and what inspired me was Deontay Wilder. He's from Huntsville, Alabama. No, he's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. My grandmother's from Selma. I want to give my grandmother something. I want to give my grandmother a legacy where her name will never die when they think of my name. None of my grandmothers, even my mother. Even though I'm not a fan of my mother, I'm not. I'm going to be personally honest. I'm not a fan of my mother. But at the end of the day, when they think of me, they're going to have to think of my mother. They're going to have to think of my father, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Oh, yeah. I'm Oroshalin's cousin. I'm his second cousin. His uncle was my father. His father is my father's cousin. I mean, yeah, cousin. You know? And then my Uncle Henry and stuff like that. I I always tell people all the time, y'all gotta think of shit like this. We all gotta think of this shit. And I'm gonna say this, salute, we on the 2-hour mark. We're on the 2-hour mark right now. We're lit right now. And we still only on Jeffrey. Let's finish this, man.
20 handpicked products by...
I'll talk all night, player.
Holding his monthly meetings at his house with the kids around, including his son Joseph. These gatherings were a strange mix of Nazi propaganda,
and that's how we apply what we learned from Mein Kampf,
and party games.
I got all the right answers, guys.
Happy birthday! A birthday celebration topped off by... Jeff's mother, Joanne Patterson, went to some of her son's meetings despite abhorring her son's politics.
I wanted to make sure it was okay for my grandkids to be there, and I had a great time. It looked like any barbecue in any backyard in America.
But they were Nazis.
Well,
We're just sitting here talking about Nazis.
I know, it's crazy.
They're in your own family.
I know, it's crazy, huh?
My son became a Nazi.
Yeah, a Nazi leader.
We start at 12.
On Saturday, April 30th, her son Jeff held what would be his last get-together. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, to the extent this is ordinary. 10-year-old Joseph was running in and out of the house.
Tell me outside, man.
All the kids were.
Okay, come here.
Dad even took some of them to see his Nazi glow-in-the-dark T-shirt with its SS insignia.
It's the little things in life.
This is the last recorded image of Jeff Hall alive. After people left that night, the family watched a movie, Yogi Bear, as Jeff slept on the couch. The others went upstairs to bed. Then, at 4:02 a.m.,
911 emergency.
My son shot my husband. I need an ambulance. He's bleeding.
How old is your son?
10.
How old is your son?
10. Oh, my God.
you were the first detective at the scene after the murder, is that correct?
That's correct.
Detective Greg Rowe saw Jeff Hall dead on the couch. He says little Joseph, who was found hiding upstairs under his covers, described calmly how he had gotten the family's Rossi .357 Magnum from his dad's closet.
Went downstairs and shot his dad. He described how he used his 4 fingers to cock the gun and used 2 fingers to pull the trigger, and he pointed at his ear.
This was not a case of a kid thinking it was a toy and letting it go off by accident.
There's no evidence that this was anything but intentional.
Prosecutor Michael Socchio.
When he was taken into juvenile hall, he was so little, they didn't have shoes to fit him. So they had to go out and buy him a little pair of tennis shoes. He asked if he'd be able to keep the shoes when he left, which showed an absolute lack of understanding of what was going to be happening.
The Department of Justice reports only 9 cases of a 10-year-old killing a parent since 1980. But then, how many American kids are raised by a Nazi? When you heard that the victim was the head of the local Nazi organization, did you just think to yourself that that had something to do with it?
When I first heard it, I thought there's got to be some connection with Nazi views, with guns, with weapons, with violence.
Hate speech?
Hate speech.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was just about everyone's assumption. So we set out to discover why Jeff Hall became a Nazi 3 years ago.
I think the biggest factor that contributed was the economy. When the housing market just fell apart in California, he had no work. He hadn't worked for 3 years.
He was in construction.
He was in construction.
And that side of the economy just completely dried up.
Completely dried up. And he tried and tried and tried to get work. And it's just scary. Poverty is a really scary thing.
Were you a driver for Amazon? Amazon is accused of underpaying drivers, and you might be owed thousands in
Hey, I'm gonna say this, alright? I'm gonna be personally honest. That's white privilege. It's white privilege. Like, let's be honest. Jeff hasn't got work in 3 years. Nigga, there was one time I didn't get work in like 6 years. And because the girl got me fired and she didn't want me to work. I'm being personally honest. Like, my nigga, this is America, man. Sometimes it's not gonna go our way. That's that white people shit, man. Like, it's not I don't feel bad. It's not that I don't feel bad for Jeff, but I feel bad for Joseph. He had to go through it. Like, I have seen family members struggle. Yes, I have seen family members struggle. This nigga think he's special. And I'm gonna be personally honest, and his mom knows that. He think he's special.
Jeff lived in the Inland Empire, a vast stretch of California desert east of LA. It was among the worst hit when the real estate market crashed, ranking 5th in foreclosures nationwide. Entire communities became ghost towns. Unemployment reached 15%. Jeff was poor and angry with time on his hands when he came upon Jeff Scoop, commander of the National Socialist Movement.
You have illegal aliens coming over the border, streaming over in hordes, taking American jobs.
Neo-Nazis focused their tirades lately on immigrants and the so-called browning of America, where places like California no longer have a white majority.
We're a white civil rights organization.
What does that mean?
Basically, what Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton do for the black people is what we do for white people.
Well, not exactly. I read to Commander Jeff Scoop this from the NSM's website. All non-whites should leave this nation peacefully or by force.
Our ideal America would be an America that's all white. That doesn't mean...
Yeah, and everybody else has to leave, peacefully or by force. Wow.
Our goal is a white homeland.
I mean, the president's not white. Our attorney general's not white, so they should leave. What about Jews?
They're also a race of people.
So they should leave.
Correct.
He knows that won't happen anytime soon, but he's preparing. 10 white supremacists of various groups were on the ballot in 2010, including 3 for Congress. One candidate seeking local office was Jeff Hall.
Jeff Hall ran for elections in California and took in almost 30% of the vote as an open national socialist.
It was a good run. It was a great run.
Beside that unsuccessful run for local water board, Jeff organized patrols at the Mexican border just a short drive from his home. They would show up fully armed with night vision equipment and round up migrants as they crossed into the U.S. 2 weeks before his death, Jeff bragged about taking his young son with him on patrol.
My son was able to operate a Gen 1 night vision in the infrared scope. At the age of 9, my son's out at the border.
So was being exposed to all that hate and talk of violence the reason Joseph murdered his dad?
You guys get your Glocks cocked and be ready to rock. We're going to the board. That's how we do it.
The more we looked, the more we realized it wasn't that cut and dried.
There might have been some things that we didn't know about Jeff that we wouldn't have liked.
Megan Hall, Jeff's sister, says she hated her brother's politics, but had always seen him as a model father.
He was an amazing father and would do anything for his kids. And, you know, my nephew would just look at him like he was his hero.
But in the last couple of years, the hero changed, darkened, whether it was the power of being a Nazi leader or the powerlessness of being unemployed. He drank more, she says, and was prone to striking out at his son and his wife, Krista.
My brother had shown a different side to him. Not all of the time. It was on random occasions, not predictable.
He was beating up both Joe and Krista, is what we heard. Is that what you've been told?
Yeah.
This game.
Can I say this? This is why he was a freedom fighter. He was saving his family.
Young Joseph.
He was saving his family for all the distress and all the agony that the father was doing. Real talk. You know? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end this right here. Lil Joseph, and this is why I always tell people, y'all niggas thought I was joking when I said, like, yo, the nigga's a freedom fighter. Look what his father was causing. His father was the leader of like 3 or 4 fucking states of neo-Nazis. Them niggas ain't even real neo-Nazis, but, you know, we gotta call it what it is, you know. In America, he was a neo-fucking-Nazi, you know. But what can we say? Joseph Hall did fucking God's work. Got him the fuck out of here. Sat him the fuck down. The mother, and the thing about it, this is what I'm gonna say. I think there should have been a little bit more investigation on it. I don't think he should have did the full time. Real talk. I don't think he should have did the full time. Nigga, get you, and I'm gonna say, yo, little Joseph, when you get out, get you a black girlfriend, my nigga. That girl will hold you down, my nigga, because they know you're down and out. You're not like one of these niggas like, you know, 1090 Jakes and all this other stuff. Niggas have to go to black gangs. You know, I'm going to tell you out of this, all right? And there's nothing against 1090 Jakes, but the reason why he go to black gangs because, like, the Bloods is because he was around that atmosphere. Let's say if he wasn't around that atmosphere, what would he do? These are the things we have to ask. You know, he's just adapting to his own environment, and that's cool. That's what you're supposed to do. We know that men can adapt, and that's great. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna fuck him over in the long run. Just me. That's just me. It's gonna fuck him over in the long run. You know. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it is. It's gonna fuck him over in the long run. Am I a 1090 Jake's fan? Absolutely not. And the reason why, because he did something on a family member. He did one of his little documentaries on one of my family members that it offended me. I'm gonna be personally honest. Does he do good content? He does decent content, but I think he did. And I'm just saying this as a podcast, as a mentality. He does decent documentaries, absolutely. You know, top 10, no. Probably top 20, top 30. Absolutely. He's up there. And top 20, top 30 is not bad. So if y'all niggas take that as a disrespect. And I don't think he'll come at me because niggas got his LTC license. Once you put hands on me, I'll put like 5 in you. Just plain and simple. And I'm hard. And I don't got a glass jaw. That's the crazy part. I don't have a glass jaw. So I'll shoot you like 4 or 5 times. And then if they asked me why I shoot you, I was like, yo, I just wanted to make sure everybody was safe that was around me or who was with me. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill the little white boy, you know. Actually, I think he's bigger than me. I'm 210. He looks bigger than that. He looks like maybe 6 feet. I'm 5'11". So and like, when I get my shit started, I might pay him to do content. You know, if I get lit like him. Real talk. You know, I'm doing this just out of respect. And the reason why I say out of respect because he's a man. Men are always supposed to respect men, even if you don't know a person like that. Even though you got, I don't like this nigga, and you don't know a nigga like that. Nigga, you still supposed to respect him. Real talk. You always give a nigga a benefit of a doubt. That's what's one thing about being a man. You know, you gotta give a nigga a benefit of a doubt. You know, but it's just, it is what it is, man. It's like you always gotta get it. And then you could tell the nigga's changing and he's adapting to the podcast. But the thing, he's giving Vlad too much, man. If you let me tell you something, Jake. You giving that nigga too much information. You need to charge him. You gotta give him the white boy charges. Real talk. You gotta give him the white boy charges. Well, let me tell you something. In this industry, in this podcast, if niggas start giving white people the white people charges, the white people will smarten up. Like, okay, yo, you know what? I gotta be aware and ready. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, just you gotta get people the white boy charges. Like when I need to get my oil change and stuff, and when I want my homie to do my oil change. Like, nigga, give me the Puerto Rican prices. That's why I say, nigga, give me the Puerto Rican prices. You know, it's not disrespect. It's just, hold on 1 second. We don't got no vision right now. Hold on. Oh, we back in action right now. All right. Yeah, just give me the Puerto Rican prices. Give me the Spanish prices. Nigga, I be saying that shit in Boston. Nigga, give me the Spanish prices. Nigga, stop. Don't do that to me. You know? Like I had told my boy one day, I was like, nigga, I didn't tell niggas when you stole that fucking car, nigga. Like, yo, why can't you give me the Spanish prices? Oh, nigga, I thought we ain't gonna talk. Yeah, we're not talking about it, but my nigga, like, yo, you can't hook me up. Come on, nigga, como esta, nigga, como esta. You know? Jesus Christ, my nigga. So, yo, the next person that we're gonna deal with is Captain Tazariot. That nigga's a freedom fighter. And the reason why I say he's a freedom fighter, that nigga be having niggas kiss his boots, nigga. Captain Tazariot. Yes. He's a Hebrew Israelite. Nigga's a freedom fighter. You know, and niggas get mad. Let me tell you something. I'm Hebrew. I don't think I'm a Hebrew Israelite like that. You know, I got mixed children and stuff like that. So, my people will always be first. My tribal Israel, the tribe of Judah will always be first to me. But when everything gets fixed, you know, I hope I can be involved. Real talk. I hope I can be involved. Tribe of Judah. Yeah, my kids is mixed. You know. And what's so crazy too is my uncle was like, yo, baby mama's family is like they're like black of Asians. Like niggas don't like them. Real talk? Yeah, niggas don't like Cambodians like that. Like, yo, they're like niggas. Like yo, it's crazy too, cause yo, you wanna hear something crazy? Their hairs is coil like black people. I don't say nappy, cause I think it's very derogatory. I always say coil. And let me tell you who told me to say that like that. Judge Lake. Shout out to Judge Lake. You know, she's still doing her thing. We the people. Excuse me. We the people. I gotta punch out. I gotta. So I was gonna go to wrestling tomorrow, but I'm staying up with you. Niggas 3:00. Hold on one second. Let me see what time. Let me see how many people we got. Oh, yo, we lit right now. We got 5 people right now. We chilling. Yo, let me tell you something. I be happy when I be having like 5 or 6 people right now. You know, because I know some people sign out, sign back in. And like, yo, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching my show and stuff. And, no, real talk. I really appreciate that and stuff like that. Because, one thing I'm gonna say, this is therapeutic to me right now. I'm going to be personally honest. Like, when I just be talking, it's just like, yo, where I live right now, it's not Boston. So I have nobody really to connect with. So when I do connect with somebody, it just be on some hood shit. Like I met some niggas from my old hood. Cause I'll tell you where I'm from. My family's from Heath Street Projects in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is in like Roxbury, Massachusetts. But Heath Street Projects is in Jamaica Plain. I've been in Jamaica Plain most of my life. Because I always had to go back and forth to Jamaica Plain when I got in trouble. Oh, yo. Also, too, I wrote some shit down. Yeah, we're good. One thing I'm going to say, like, yeah, Mount Pleasant, yo, they be getting it. Yo, shout out to Mount Pleasant, too, man. I'm sorry I don't be giving y'all enough accreditation, but at the end of the day, y'all are the reason why I am what I am right now. You know, Mount Pleasant and Heath Street Projects. Old and new. I'm going to give all y'all the credit. You know, and the reason why is because I had to go back and forth when I was a little kid. And y'all always made me feel like family. Even to this day, I can go to Mount Pleasant and just hang out with y'all. Y'all niggas will give me a hard time a little bit. Then after that, when we start talking and drinking, and you know I don't drink like that, but when I hang out with y'all, I will drink. You know, I'm drinking now, but you know. And I'm doing it because I'm having a show right now. You know. So I just, and the thing about, I'm probably the biggest celebrity out of both of them. You know, I'm being personally honest. I'm probably the biggest celebrity out of Heat Street Projects, and well, I would say the wise guys out of Heat Street Projects. I'm not there yet, but with your help, I will be there. Real talk, and that's why I say, that's why I always thank y'all. Yeah, absolutely. I always thank y'all probably like 2 or 3 times a show. I know, I'm sorry if it gets irritating, but I just want to know that y'all appreciate y'all. But Captain Tazaria, yo, the nigga's lit right now. And even if you go on my hold on a second. Even if you go on my hold on. Like even if you go on my YouTube, yo, I did a few joints on him. But hold on, let's see if I can, and I'm gonna show you why. So this nigga Captain Tazaria. He inspired. Okay, so if people feel bad about this nigga kissing the boot, like white people kissing the boot because of slavery and all this stuff, this nigga had white people kissing boots. Real talk. Yeah, he was on that shit. Yeah, my man Cap was on that shit, man. Calling niggas Edomites and stuff like that. Yo, there was a few people before him, before I got to know about Captain Tazaria. And like, yo, even me and my best friend, we even talk about it. Shout out to my best friend, Thomas. I tell Thomas all the time, I'm like, yo, Thomas. Because he was like, yo, man, I want to go to Captain Tazaria, but I got dreads. And I don't want to cut my dreads. I was like, yeah, I know, but... Because he's a Hebrew Israelite, you know? And, I'm going to be personally honest. That's my best friend. If he want to be a Hebrew Israelite, I will help him to this day. And I'm still trying to talk to Cab, like, yo, Cab, you know, my man don't want to cut his dreads. I was like, is there any way that you give him some type of leeway? Or even if you talk to him and stuff like that, it's just, I need you to talk to him. Damn, I want to go to class tomorrow, though. Fuck, man. I want to go to, yo, the thing about it, I want to go to class tomorrow, but I'm going to know I'm going to be lit. I'm going to be super lit. If I can get up early, I'm going to have to call, like, yo, can I come to class? I'm like, yo, yeah. Because I know I'm going to class Tuesday because I don't have to go to work. I'm calling out on... Yeah, man. Let's talk about Cap. He's a Hebrew Israelite, tribe of Judah, and y'all gotta understand too. Like, there's a lot of people doing stuff for black people, but with Cap, he's putting us all as a group as Latinos, Caribbeans, indigenous people, we're all as a group. Like, and I do believe that right now. I personally do believe that. I believe, even, I know I joke around with Latinos and stuff and say, like, oh, yeah, them niggas would be stealing Hondas and shit like that. Yeah, I joke around. But at the end of the day, like, we are the same people, even Mexicans, Venezuelans, and stuff like that. But if you're causing crimes and stuff and you're causing problems, first of all, I got to stop thinking about everybody and think about my people first. Then I could come back and help y'all. I can't help y'all while helping myself. And this is where it's coming from right now. And like, I hope Yahweh will understand, Yahweh Shah will understand that, I'm sorry, Jesus Christ will understand that what we're trying to do. This is why when it comes to Tariq, I understand. We've been doing so much trying to help Africans, Jamaicans, Jamaicans, West Indians, fucking Latinos. We've been doing this shit for years, trying to help each other. We've been doing this fake ass coalition. With Captain Tazaria, he tells the truth. He's the first person I ever heard call a white person an Edomite. Real talk. I heard a nigga got mad at him because about kissing boots and shit. I'll let y'all listen to it. I gotta run to the bathroom too, so.
I used to have to battle like the polites and stuff like that. I even battled.
I seen all that Kemet on trial. And
yeah.
Yeah, I watched all that, man.
I had to battle all of that because they was
Whack 100.
Yeah, I battled him too.
Whack 100. He was Egyptologist.
No, I battled Whack over. We get white people to kiss our feet. Yeah. Oh,
That's on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we be out at the camp. So I'm gonna paint the picture for you. So we like at the camp. Say this the camp. Moneybag teaching. I'm reading for Moneybag. He dropping on what the white man did to us. White people, y'all the audience. Well, I don't want to make y'all white. I wouldn't disrespect. I ain't gonna make none of y'all white. But let's say
they watch.
But let's say, yeah. So the crowd, so all you white people, y'all listen to Moneybag drop it. And you be like, damn, I feel sorry for what my ancestors did. And so we'll read in the Bible where it says they'll be nursing us, that they'll get down on their knees and apologize for what they did. And so we'll say to you, sorry for what your ancestors did? They be like, yeah, get on your knees and apologize. And they get on their knees and kiss this boot right here.
I seen it.
And they don't just kiss Moneybag boots.
They
gonna kiss mine, they gonna kiss yours, they gonna kiss yours. We get people in the crowd, kiss their boot. All that. And so they sorry.
I see one dude talking crazy to account. He didn't even got and all that going crazy. Walked off, got struck by fucking lightning.
So we got
bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was mocking him, like, broad day, but mocking him clearly. Walked off and got hit by lightning.
Mm-hmm. And so we get in arguments with black people and we're wrong for doing that. When we not, like, we never tell them or force them, like, you gotta do it. They want to do it.
That shit really on YouTube. Man, this shit.
They gotta kiss it.
Why is the moment you like?
Yeah, man. Like, yo. It's just let me tell you something. Some white people get sympathy. Whereas, like, yo, I'll kiss your boot. Woo, 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 Because the thing about it, I always tell people all of this. Like, Jewish people, I'm going to be personally honest. Jewish people go by the blood of the mother. But Hebrews go by the blood of the father. If that makes sense to you. It's the seed of the father with the Hebrews. That's why if your mother is like, white and your father's black, your son is black. Because it's the seed of the father. The father holds the DNA. It's in the Bible, and like I understand it. And like people will get mad about it and stuff and like, oh, that's not straight, that's not right. In the Jewish Bible, yes, in the Torah, it'll even tell you it's the seed of the father. Yes. That's why I say I'm Hebrew. Like I ain't doing shit after this, man. It's just it's my Sabbath.
Like, because I done seen another episode where nigga was like, I'm gonna go home, get my gun. He looks serious.
Yeah.
And I think it was ISUPK.
Yeah, we've had that happen a lot of times. We tell them to go get it.
Yeah, but I love, bruh, from man to man, I love the fearlessness and y'all like just fearless, bro. Like, didn't nobody budge. Niggas like, go get that gun, come on back.
Listen, the cat come and say, I'm gonna go get my gun. And so he walk off and then he come back. And then we like, no, go get your gun and come back.
Yeah, they was like,
and one time the cat came back, but he changed his shirt. So he had like a black shirt. He came back with like a pink shirt. But when he came back, he just walked past. He didn't like do anything. And that do represent a fearlessness because it's dangerous. It's extremely dangerous to, like, I would never tell nobody, hey, just go out there and teach the Bible. Because you can say some stuff that's gonna be offensive. But we get threatened with guns, with knives. Sometimes they might try to spit on us. And the sad part about it, most of the time it be our own people that's doing it. Like even when we doing the boot kiss, when they come and kiss the boot, it's black people that argue with us. That's why I mentioned like white. Like me and him had a full argument because he said that we putting black people in danger by making white people keep it. And then black people, they'll pick up the white woman. They'll be trying to pick the white woman like, no, don't do that. And we doing this for them. And that's mental oppression. That's Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is like when you've been enslaved so long.
Yo, that black dude is scared on the side. Yo, my man is scared. When you say, yeah, niggas is kissing a boot, yeah. Yeah, yo, it be like that, yo. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story, man. Yo, there was this one girl. I was at a party in Northeastern, or was it Wellesley? The bitch was talking about, oh, I'm so sorry about what my people did to your people. I'll suck your dick for 2 hours. I'm like, yo, I was like, no, you don't gotta do that. I was like, yo, this bitch just wanted to suck dick. White girl. Yeah. It be like that. 2 hours, and 2 hours ain't nothing. And I always tell people all the time, 2 hours ain't nothing, my nigga. What happened if what happened if like me, I got a strong stamina. My stamina is up there, my nigga. I'm being personally honest, and I always tell people I got a high stamina. My stamina is like fucking, elite. I'm like free. That's why when I say freak nasty, I'm freak nasty, my nigga. I'm the official freak nasty because my stamina is up there. It's extra long. I can keep on going on for 2-3 hours. Wear out the pussy and stuff like that. The cougar pussy, the fucking young pussy, the small pussy. Yeah, nigga. You stretch the shit out, man. It's not that I want to, it's just the stamina. Like, I remember back in the days, man, when I went to go see a therapist, the shit used to fuck with my sex drive. And some women can handle it, some women can't. Real talk. I'm just being personally honest. That's Captain Tazaria right there in the middle with the vest on, He's talking about kissing the boot and shit like that. Niggas get scared when niggas talk about white people kissing boots and shit.
you can only feel, if you see that your master is getting damaged or have a problem, you inherently want to protect them and stop them, even when the master is saying, I'm sorry. Yeah, we get that done.
I'm gonna tell you something.
So it'd be
too,
dangerous out there. I
It's
love it.
crazy. I be fucking around with my dad because my dad swear to God he ain't scared of no white people. Me. So I have a theory. I'm gonna be personally honest. I have a theory. Once black people start showing teeth to white people, then we need to be careful. That's just my theory, because that's the people who turn on it. If you ever notice the people like, everybody, show all their fucking teeth and stuff like that, that's some coon shit. If you, hey, what's up? Like my manager, my director, I think my manager or my director always, you never show no teeth. Why not? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's just some black people shit, like some real nigga shit. I don't say real nigga, but real black people stuff. Once you start showing teeth and stuff, we got a problem. Should I trust you or should I not trust you? Just shit like that. We have to be like that, Like I always tell people, black people always have to be aware. This is why I did the shit that I'm doing right now. This is, when you look at it, he's a freedom fighter. He talks shit to everybody. He talks shit to black people. Y'all niggas try to defend black people. This nigga's on he's on the top of it. Then after that, he's on you. Then with him, Tariq, this is what I'm so proud of. And this is what I always say I'm proud of. Him and Tariq Nasheed was on, they were on the same page when it came to Adam 22. Adam 22 was trying to make content out of them. Real talk. Real talk. He was trying to make content out of them. Yes. Trying to make content. That niggas cut that shit right off. So, we all gonna stay on the page. That's what woke was. What him and Tariq Nasheed did was woke. Them niggas stayed on point, where niggas try to make content out of, woo, 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 woo. Niggas white boy trying to do, woo, woo to him. Hey, let me say something. When I say white boy, I don't mean like, all white boys is like grimy. I'm just saying like, this white boy right here, he's trying to do what he's trying to do, make some money or some content. He's trying to get over. Like this, like one thing I'm gonna say, Tariq Nasheed, he's a great debater. He's seasonal. None of y'all niggas are not fucking with him. And this is why I put him as what I put him at. I wanted to put him higher, but the people that I have higher, nah, they're not fucking with him. They did what they had to do. Like Tariq Nasheed, like, I'm being personally honest. I mean, not Tariq Nasheed, I'm sorry, Captain Tazariot. I'm sorry, everybody. Captain Tazariot, the nigga did what he had to do. And the nigga, the nigga had a Kango hat on. Niggas had niggas scared and stuff like that. And like, you know what? I'm going to have y'all finish watching the interview. I got to warm up a burrito. All right, everybody. But, Cap does work. So at the end of the day, take this knowledge in. And the reason why I say take this knowledge in, because at the end of the day, we could pass this on. Each one teach one, my nigga.
It though, like when you say the fearlessness, I prayed for the day. The closest was like when Polite act like he wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Like there's this guy named Polite, he like this fake conscious nigga that everybody used to believe, and I was calling him a child molester in 2013. Nobody believed me. They said that I was faking and fronting because his father, his spiritual father, the guy he learned from, Malachi York, is in jail for child molestation. So I was just putting 2 and 2 together. If he following him, he probably a child molester too. And so nobody believed it. And so back in 2015, when my brother Kadazar says his spiritual father is a child molester, he acts like he wants to fight. Now, at the time, me and him was all right, so I was waiting to see if he got it together. But then I'm thinking, okay, well, let's fight. If you want to fight, you know, because one thing about it, we believe in the Bible, but if you attempt to come at us, we'll annihilate you. Like we will defend ourselves. Like we're not soft, we're not sissies or nothing like that. So we'll defend ourselves. So when he came with like he wanted to fight, and I'm thinking we're gonna fight, I'm like, well, cross the line. Like if you want to cross the line, let's cross the line or not. And then he backed down. He didn't want to fight. And then we found out, like 3 years ago, 2020 or 2021, he actually molested a 14-year-old girl. But we battle all kind of cats like that come in front of us and want to argue. White people argue, but not too much fights with them. It's always...
Hey, pal, I disagree.
Right. It's usually like that. It's usually like we might battle over stuff like that. Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm not doing that.
You gotta see their face. Y'all gotta see their face. You gotta see the other white people's face when they see this white, especially if it's a woman. When they see this white woman on her knees kissing black people. You know how it's black people though?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Black people like, damn, white people doing this.
Yeah, fuck me up.
How you do that? I just told you ain't forced her to do it. Yeah, we just told her. She said, that's it. That should be inspiring, man.
And so what white people get? They feel like
Yeah, but then they feel like I'm apologizing for my sister. Yeah,
I ain't gotta
feel
fight
like
now.
something.
Oh yeah, I can't be racist. I kiss the boot. I can't be
That's that thing for me. Racist no more. Because I kiss the boot.
What if it was on the scavenger hunt? Kiss his boots. Get white people on that shit, don't surprise me. Hey, let's get hammered and kiss the boots, man.
Where did they feel like we want to kiss the boot?
Man, I'm shit-faced, man.
That's what's so wrong with motherfuckers seeking out. You ain't even heard of it yet.
The closest
I already know. I was hearing. Dude, I'm like really sorry.
I know you guys. I know the shit.
Dude, I'm not coming to broke you guys. What you say with it? Isaiah Thomas, spell that one. Fucking gonna get good. Bro, can I just shoot you guys? Bro, I'm fucking bad at it.
Yo, so I'm gonna say this. Yo, see? That's why he's a freedom fighter. He didn't, the nigga that didn't have to kill anybody, nigga didn't have to like shoot anybody down and stuff like that. The nigga actually was using a word and niggas wasn't even beating the nigga down like that. Real talk. Cause I'm gonna be personally honest. I know I say that a lot. I gotta use a different word. With Cap, he challenged everybody. Like I remember this nigga was like, yo, he ran off as like, yo, I wouldn't help an African. But this nigga, he was he will battle with anybody. He's a seasonal vet. Real talk. And that's why I say he's a freedom fighter. He's a seasonal vet. How many of y'all niggas think y'all can fuck with Cap? Oh, hold on. I think I found somebody kissing a boot. Real talk. Hold on.
the truth. Now, Shane, show me you a good white man and not a liar like the rest of your brothers. Kiss the boots of the former slaves. Okay. You say a hand. All the men in the cake, line up. Good. Line up. Kiss all the boots of the slaves, Shane. These are my brothers. Let's go. Everybody get up. Hold that shit up. Hold that shit up. Hold that shit up. Be the true brothers of the Almighty God. I have honor and respect for you, Shane. Because you are truly remorseful for the deeds of your forefathers. This is a good white man. Are you a good white man? Are you a good white woman? Yeah, I bet you ain't. Where the rest of you good white devils? Where are the rest of you while you stand on the stars of Hollywood that have molested my brothers and sisters?
Wait, hold on, let me get mine.
Poisoned them. Mutilated their reputation. Are you a good white man back there?
The nigga's like, yo, let me get mine done. So the nigga thought it was like a gangbang, my nigga. He was, yo, let me get mine in, my nigga. Yeah, nigga. So, have you ever... Captain Tazaria's lit. This is why I say, yo, he's a freedom fighter. This is what he inspired. Niggas kissing the boots. It's probably niggas who did it before him, but at the end of the day, he's a spokesperson of this shit. And the reason why is not everybody, but niggas who's remorseful. Nigga who's remorseful. And this is why I put him at number 7. I did put him at number 7. So the next one, I wanted to put him 5 or 4, but my old coworker told me about this guy named Omar Thornton. He was from Connecticut, Rhode Island area. Niggas, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story. The company that he worked for, they were disrespecting him, saying racist shit to him, and just the whole night. And I believe it. They fired him talking about he was drinking on the job and the nigga don't drink. They were mad because the nigga got a white girlfriend. That's what I believe. You know? Because he seemed like he was a good guy. Just how, yo, my old coworker used to tell me, and like, yo, shout out to Omar Thornton. Rest in peace, Omar Thornton, actually. Nigga taking the dirt now. But the nigga, Omar Thornton, these niggas lied on him. They said what they wanted to say about him. But at the end of the day, I felt so bad because at the end of the day, he dealt with a lot. He dealt with a lot working with white people. And I knew about him because my coworker was his cousin. He was his cousin. And you think, yo, this man treated me so nice. This man gave me a ride every time I had to go to work. This man never asked for anything. That was my uncle. Still is my uncle. If I see him, like, yo, uncle, you need anything? Woo, 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 woo. You need a new car? Come on, let's get it. He's the one who got me into expensive cars. My uncle. That nigga had an Audi. I never drove an Audi before him. BMWs, Ford Explorers, all that shit. But him, he spoiled me. He tainted me. But with this story right here, the nigga's a freedom fighter. Omar Thornton is a freedom fighter. Nigga dealt with so much disrespect, so much racism, that the nigga made me get a Ruger. He made me buy a Ruger. Just so if anything needs to be done, shit could take care of the business. Real talk. And these white people could talk whatever they wanted about him, but yo, the nigga had to do what he had to do. And we're gonna watch what these people say about him, but yo, he did what he had to do.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family.
We ain't doing that shit today. The fuck, nigga? No.
Meet Julia. She rolls
Like y'all
with whatever's thrown her way. She's nearly as smooth as a Jameson orange.
A Connecticut official says the death toll in a shooting at a beer distributor has risen to 9. The alleged gunman is among the dead. A company executive says a warehouse driver who was asked to resign his job refused, then opened fire. A union official at the Manchester facility says the driver had worked at the distributor for a couple of years and had been called in for a disciplinary hearing. Police and other emergency officials rushed to the scene shortly after the 7:30 a.m. call.
It took about an hour and a half, 2 hours to secure the scene.
One man talked to a witness.
He actually said he saw the shooter walking onto the dock, and he just jumped the other way, which I was saying, you know, great. You know, you get out of it, you see a gun, you run the other way.
Did he tell you how many shots were fired?
No, he says, you know, he just heard that pop, pop, and who knows how many shots were fired.
50 to 70 people were inside the business at the time. The shooting happened during a shift change. Matt Friedman, The Associated Press.
Right now, on Eyewitness News Today marks 10 years since 8 lives were lost when a gunman opened fire at Hartford Distributors. Channel 3's Carolina Cruz attended today's ceremony and shares more on the tribute.
Among life's unforgettable moments, there are some we'd rather never remember.
I got a phone call at 7:30 in the morning that he was shot, and I knew right then in my heart he was dead.
August 3rd, 2010, a day of heartache for Joseph Sirigliano, who lost his brother.
I remember that day from the minute we got up until we went to bed.
Heard a lot of chatter over the scanner. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Some stuff's going down at HDI."
A Hartford Distributors employee shot and killed 8 of his co-workers at the Manchester beer distributor warehouse. Family and friends gathered to grieve and heal every anniversary.
You know, it hurts coming here, but as the day goes on, you know that you're not alone.
As a group, they stand in silence for 8 seconds for the 8 men that died, then walk to the memorial for a prayer.
And we try to get other people to talk, but it's hard for people still.
So I'm gonna say this, all right? This shit ain't true. Them niggas was being racist to him.
A Connecticut official says the death
I'm gonna be
toll in a
honest,
shooting
this
at
is
a beer
Omar
distributor
Thornton
has
right
risen
here.
to 9. The alleged gunman is among the dead. A company
You know what?
executive
I will
says a
always-
warehouse
I will
driver who
always
was asked to
support
resign
him.
his job refused, then opened fire. A union official at the Manchester facility says the driver had worked at the distributor.
We're gonna hear what this nigga said. We're gonna hear what he said. Yeah. The nigga said he had a Ruger.
911. I need the cops here at Hartford Distributors right away. Shoot.
We're not gonna discontinue what this nigga said and what he was going through. Real talk. And you know why? Yeah, niggas didn't need to get shot, but niggas needed to learn their lesson. Real talk. We can't keep on doing this. And this is why I call him a freedom fighter. We're gonna listen what this nigga said.
911. I need the cops here at Hartford Distributors right away. Shooting. What's going on? Who got
Somebody
shot? Somebody got shot. I got shot.
Okay, I need some information, sir. Who
Somebody,
got shot?
we need the cops. What? Omar Thornton's shooting people. I just got shot.
Okay, I need to know what his name is.
His name is Omar Thornton. He's a black guy. Get the cops here right away, please.
Sir, stay on the line with me. My partner's
all over the
gonna
place.
send him. Okay. How many people got shot?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. And you're shot where?
In my head.
You're shot in the head?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
My name is Steve Hollander.
Okay.
I
What's
think
that
I'm
medical
shot
help? Who's the person shooting people again?
His name is Omar Thornton. He's a black guy. He's wearing shorts.
Okay, black man, shorts, anything else? What kind of gun?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. And where are you in the building, sir?
I'm hiding in an office.
Hiding where?
In an office. People are running all over the place.
Okay, I understand that, but if you keep talking to me, we can help you more, okay?
All right, yeah.
Okay. And you don't know if it was an automatic weapon or not?
He shot pretty fast.
Okay, and you're still.
My man had a Ruger. He had a Ruger. Y'all better put respect on his name. He wasn't just shooting anybody for no reason. He shot y'all niggas because y'all was being racist to him. Y'all got the nigga fired. Y'all pushed this nigga over the edge. And y'all don't want to take accountability for it. Y'all made this nigga look like he was a fucking lunatic. Oh my, God forbid, if anything, I'm going to 10 toes down with you. You didn't deserve that shit, my nigga. Because you had a white girlfriend. That's why they were fucking with you. We know that. Your baby mother said that, or your girlfriend said that. I remember this like it was the night of day, my nigga. I remember this. Why? They're not going to treat you like a criminal. They're not going to treat you like you did anything wrong.
Were you bleeding a lot?
Yeah, there's people running all over the place.
Okay.
I just see him running out. He's running away right now. He's shooting at somebody else. Yeah, he's still shooting.
He's outside.
He's shooting at a girl.
Okay. How many people are down, sir?
Just put him up and say we're on the way. He's still running after people. He's not leaving.
Okay, do you see what kind of gun
had
he
a
has,
Ruger.
sir?
It's a black gun. I don't know. He's carrying a red. He's wearing a blue shirt and blue shorts. He's got a. Oh shit! He's still shooting. I hear guns out there.
All right. Did he used to work there?
Yeah, till I just fired him.
Today?
Today, just now before he started shooting. He's chasing people out in the parking lot.
He's in the parking lot chasing people.
With his gun, shooting at him. He's got a. He's carrying a red lunch bag. He's right out in front of my office right now. I see him walking around.
Active shooting. A red bag?
He's got a black shorts and a blue shirt. He's still walking around out in the parking lot.
After the figures, 131 Chapel Road, we have a black male shooter. A lot of victims down. All right, where is he now?
He may be coming back into the building.
Whereabouts?
The side door.
Side door, is if I face the building, what side?
Right by the flagpoles. The code to get in.
Right side of the flagpole?
Yeah, to the left of the flagpole. The code to get in is 0.
Man, wearing a red bag, blue shirt, blue shorts.
If the police, ma'am, Aaron, get in here.
Get in.
Get in here.
Close the door. Budweiser, beer distributor.
If they need the code to get in the side door, it's 023370.
All right. 023370. Okay, sir. Stay where you are, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
911, this is about the shooting. 911. 911. Yeah, Manchester, Hartford Distributors. Yeah, needed police there right away. Someone's shooting. How many people are shooting? I don't know. One person, I think. Okay. Hurry up, please. Okay, we're on our way.
Manchester Emergency.
Hey, we got a shooting here. Hartford Distributors, 131 Chapel Road.
We are on our way. Can you see the shooter?
Yeah, he's black man, just fucking shooting people. He's fucking killing them.
Black male?
Yeah.
Do you know who it is, sir?
His name is Omar.
Omar?
Yeah. Hurry, please. He's killing fucking people.
We're on our way, sir.
Okay, hurry.
I'm going to say this, you know what? This shit's getting me mad because at the end of the day, they're not telling the whole story. That's the reason why he got in trouble. That's the reason why that they had a problem with him. It's not her fault. It's their fault. They didn't understand. This is like a West Side Story. This is like a West Side Story. Because this nigga fell in love with somebody who's different. There's a problem? Why are there always the problems with the black man? This is the black man how he had to be a freedom fighter. This is the problem with Martin Luther King. We knew Martin Luther King liked white women. We knew Martin Luther King fucked white women. But he always went back to his wife. Did I catch it? I don't know. But he did what he did. Now we're going through the same thing. This motherfucking different because he don't have money? No, we're gonna defend him. We're gonna defend our freedom fighter. He's the modern day Nat Turner. He's the modern day Matt Turner. And y'all gonna figure out why he's the... Let's just finish.
Do you know where he is?
He's right here on the side of the building.
Which
I got
side?
him in my sights. As soon as you pull in, by the generator.
By the generator.
He's going back in the building now. He's going back in the building.
He's going back in the building.
3491, you got an update? Hey, 7 communication.
People down, he's inside the warehouse.
Okay, 7 or 8, Reese. Give me 10 ambulances to Hartford Distributors. 10 ambulances. 131 Chapel Road, shooting.
All
right. Bye.
911. Manchester, this woman is at that distributor's in a closet. Ma'am? Ma'am? Yes, Where are you, ma'am? I'm here, I'm right here. Manchester, she said he's headed towards the warehouse. His name is Omar Thornton. Right, we have that. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Headed towards the warehouse inside the building, ma'am? Yes. Are you hiding? Yes, I need you to stay down where you are. Hold on 1 second. Oh, my God. Ma'am? Ma'am? Yes? Are you hurt? No. Okay, are you hiding in an office? Is the door locked? No, the door's not You locked. need to get down, okay? I'm hiding in the dark. Okay, hide in the dark. Get down. Is the door locked? No. Okay. I want you to hide and not move, okay? Yes. There'll be people on the scene. We're trying to try and get everybody out of there, okay? Oh, my God. I'm in the back storage paper closet. Please help me. I'm sorry, what? I'm in the back paper storage Okay, closet. stay back there and we will come to you, all right? Help me, please. Help me. Ma'am, we are on the way. Please stay down, stay low, all right? Yes. Thank you. 911. This is the woman inside the building in Manchester. Okay, hello? Hello? Yep. Are you here yet? We are on the scene, ma'am. Are you still in the room? Yes, I'm in the building. Okay, are you in the back hiding? Can you lock the door? I don't want to get up. Do you have him? We do not have him yet. I don't want to get up from him. Okay, do you know what kind of car he drives or anything? I don't know anything. He's a tall black guy. He's like the only black guy that works here almost. Okay, well, we know who he is. We're just trying to locate him. Do you hear shooting where you are? No. You do not? But come in the back, please, and come get me. Please. Okay. All right, we are on the way, but I need you to stay where you are. Stay down, stay low, and stay in the back. All right? Yes. Hold on a minute. Ma'am? Yes. Okay. I need you to stay down, stay low, and stay in the back. We will come to you. Do not go outside, okay? Okay. I have to go take care of more people, all right? Oh, my God. Thank you. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm at Hartford Distributor.
Where are you, sir?
I'm in one of the offices. Can you find out if it's safe for me to come out yet?
It is not, sir. Are you bleeding heavily?
No, not heavily.
Okay. Do you feel okay right now?
Yeah.
Okay, how many people do you have with you?
My son, just me and my son.
Okay, and which office are you in?
We're in the office near the flagpoles. It's the one that has a Virginia sticker on it.
The Virginia what?
Virginia sticker on the window, like University of Virginia.
Yep. I need you to stay in there. Is the door locked?
Yes.
Stay in there and stay down, okay? Have your son keep an eye on you. If you start to become less awake or anything, you have him call us right away.
Okay.
We are trying to get EMS into you.
Can I say this? This is why I did this show. I said, black people been villainized for so many years. This is where, you know what, we gotta give credit when credit's due. This is why I had Captain Tazaria. This is why I had Rachel Dolezal. The reason why I had Rachel Dolezal, we could understand where a black person don't have to do what they do. It could be a white woman. It could be a white man. It could be a Spanish man, a Spanish woman, an Asian woman, an Asian man. It doesn't matter. We gotta see who's putting in the work. These are the people, not minorities. We're talking about black Americans. That's what freedom fighting was about. The Harriet Tubmans, the the Malcolm X, all these type of people. Real talk.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm fine.
Do you have a cell phone number you can give me?
860-985-6393. I know for a fact 2 people are dead in here.
With you
inside
in
the building. Not in my office, but in
Okay.
the hallway. One of them, they were both shot right in the head.
All right, sir. We're doing our best to get to you. Just stay in the office with your son, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dispatch Tuttle, do you have an emergency?
Yes, this is East Hartford calling with the suspect information.
Suspect in Fogo?
Yep, Omar Thornton, 6'3", black male. He has a semi-auto. He was recently fired.
Semi-auto?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why the nigga was similarly fired. Cause they said the nigga was drinking on the job, and the nigga don't even drink. They were calling him a monkey. They was doing racist shit to him. No, we're not gonna do this. This is why I say he's a freedom fighter. Look at that man. Could be your uncle, your auntie, your brother, not your auntie, but your brother, your father, your cousin. This man could be anything. And I'm talking to y'all Latinos too. He could be a Latinos. This nigga just dumb out. He's like, yo, you know what? They're not going to treat us like this. Am I promoting violence? Absolutely not. But at the end of the time, niggas get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You gonna get mad at a nigga who gets sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because if it's going to be like that, we got to look at Israel. We got to look at Ukraine. We got to look at Russia. We got to look at these places. Africa. We got to look at Africa too.
Semi-auto weapon.
Omar Thornton, Thorton.
Oh, I'm spelling it Thornton, Thornton. He didn't give me a spelling in the office.
Okay. Do we have a DOB?
No, not yet.
Do we know he has a semi-auto there?
Yes.
I just walked in. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the officers that are out on the scene right now just gave us that information.
Yep.
I'll try and get a date of birth for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to say this too. It's so hard to listen to this. Because at the end of the day, it feels like, yo, they lying on him. This nigga don't shoot niggas just for no reason. I was hurt when I heard this. First time I heard this, I cried. I had to go somewhere else where nobody was in there and cry. This man right here. I cried for him because at the end of the day, he didn't get a fair chance. He didn't get fair judgment by the government, but not even spiritually. He didn't get fair judgment. I'm going to tell you how this nigga got off. The nigga off himself. He offed himself. He didn't even get a chance of living. Just put yourself in the situation. He didn't get a fair chance of a full living. Let's think about this. This man didn't get a fair chance of full living. How many people like him got that? Got the fair chance? Got the, not judgmental type of lifestyle because of his skin color? I know he got the shit. He probably did everything just to try to, fit in. I knew one of his family members. And this is why I put him as a freedom fighter. Not because he killed those people. Because at the end of the day, he took the risk of saying, like, yo, you can't treat people like this. You can't treat people fucked up. You can't treat people like, oh, yo, they're below you because they're dark-skinned or they're Spanish or they're Asian or anything. You can't do that to people. And this is what happened. Do I feel bad for these white people? To a certain extent, no. For a certain, absolutely not to a certain extent. I can't. Morally and ethically, I cannot. Because y'all tormented this nigga. He just wanted to work. He wanted to make a better life for himself. But y'all wouldn't let him. And I picked this picture. I picked this certain picture because at the end of the day, we need to look at his face and see that, like, yo, you know what? He was a civilian too. He was a person too. And when I say I prejudge everybody, I'm prejudiced. Yes, I prejudge everybody to a certain extent, where they still get a fair amount of how I feel about them. I might joke around with the oh yeah woo 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 woo, but at the end of the day, I will always give the people a fair chance of telling me who they are. Just looking at this shit is hurtful. But he had to die. Let me tell you something. He had to die to prove a point. And you have to understand, a lot of people have to die as fair-skinned people to prove a point that you're not going to talk to us like this. You're not going to disrespect us like that. You're not going to feel like, you know what? You don't have to treat us with any type of, remorseful, ethical, moral, any type of respect like that. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to work.
Hi, Eastern for calling.
Yes.
Advisory units, the suspect is in the first window, southwest corner, where the deliveries are made, on the J.C. Penney side.
You can see him through the window?
They can, yeah.
First window, southwest corner, J.C. Penney side.
Where the deliveries are done.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can tell the party that using command from police.
Scary inside the building?
Yes.
I got a group of guys that need the description of this guy. Now we got 3 different descriptions.
Great.
I'm going by 3. It was all black before, now it was tan, then it turned into a gray. What do we got?
Radio clear.
All we have right now for the party not listening to commands is a dark-skinned male wearing a tan shirt and jeans. That's what we've got. And that comes from Beck, who's watching him.
Dark-skinned male with a tan shirt?
Tan shirt and jeans, not responding to commands. That comes from Beck.
Oh, got it.
Right. Dispatch, Tuttle.
Hi, it's Rachel at NECN. How are you?
Good.
Can you confirm any info on this shooting?
No, I cannot.
Okay, thank you.
Manchester Police.
The reason why I'm letting y'all listen to this is how people feel about him. This is how people from different races felt about him. I felt this way before. I felt like, the walls was closing on me. I felt like, yo, you know what? They want me to feel. He's stronger. And this is what I'm going to say. This man, this freedom fighter is stronger than me. Yeah, we joked about, Joseph Hall. And we joke about Rachel Dozer. But at the end of the day, No matter about their skin color, they made a platform for us in the 90s, in the 80s, in the early 2000s. They made platforms for us. This man right here, he died for us now. This is what we have to say. When I first heard this story, I'm going to be personally honest. When I first heard this story, I was in my 20s. When I looked at this man, I was like, yo, no, they did not do this to this man. This could be me. This could be one of my uncles. This is the man who tried to live a life. This man was probably trying to get away from something. I don't give a fuck, and I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck if he's from a different country. I care for how he got treated. That's my issue right now. I know I'm FBA, but how this man got fucking treated and what this man had to do, no. It's unforgivable. He should have never got treated like that. There's no apologies. There's no, oh, what's going on? Stuff like that. Nobody's not trying to figure out anything. They just dealt with what he did.
Hey, it's Wilson. Listen, people inside building, the SWAT teams and stuff, think that we have a trooper with the suspect's body. Now, I don't know if that's true. We know that's true.
We don't have any information of that sort.
Right. Can you possibly contact Niceliner? That is huge information to know if it's true or not. It's either way. It needs to be put out to everybody, so we don't think people in here think we.
Well, but they can't confirm. John Wilson just called. Supposedly they have a rumor that there's a trooper with the dead suspect, but they can't confirm it. I tried calling, the line is busy, so unless you want to try the hotline, but I don't know if you want to.
If you'd like to make a call.
You have reached the East Hartford Police.
Transferring to an attendant. One moment, please. Hi.
Manchester.
Do I have one of our officers out with your suspect?
A suspect's vehicle.
Oh, suspect's vehicle. Hang on a minute. Hey, Donna.
If you do.
Yes. Nice for a Tuesday morning, huh?
Pardon?
Manchester Police.
Troop H here.
Hey, we got to
Loading dock.
And he is DRA?
What's that? No, that's all right. Southwest corner near the loading dock.
And he is DRA?
What's that? No, that's all right. Southwest corner near the loading dock. Yes, she's deceased. It has the weapon.
Confirm that it's Omar Thornton?
I believe so, yeah. And the weapon was with him.
He's standing by with him? No, none of our people are with him, right?
488.
Thank you. We're going to go find him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
This shit didn't tell us nothing. This made these people who are racist.
A Connecticut official says the death toll in a shooting at a beer distributor has
I'll
risen
be personally honest. This made the. Alright, here we go right here. Because at the end of the day, what was going on? No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to drink water after this.
State Police.
It is 911.
Yeah, can I help you?
This is Omar Thornton, the shooter over in Manchester.
Yes, where are you, sir?
I'm in the building. You probably want to know the reason why I shot this place up. This place is a racist place.
Yep, I understand that.
They treat me bad over here, and treat all other black employees bad over here, too. So I take it to my own hands and handle the problem. I wish I could have got more to people.
Yeah. Are you armed, sir? Do you have a weapon with you?
Oh yeah, I'm armed.
How many guns do you have with you?
I got one now. There's one out in the factory there.
Yep. Okay, sir.
I'm not gonna kill nobody else though.
Yeah. We're going to have you surrender yourself somehow here. Not make the situation any worse, you know what I mean?
These cops are going to kill me.
No, they're not. We're just going to have to get you to relax.
I'm relaxed, calm down.
To have you, turn yourself over.
You're going to be popular. You're going to play on the news. You're going to be popular right here, man. Make sure you say the right thing. Hey, look, SWAT team just rolled by in Army gear. You don't know where I'm at, but I don't know. Maybe you can trace it from this phone call. But yeah, these people here are crazy, and they treat me bad since I started here. Racist company.
Yep.
Treat me bad. I'm the only black driver they got here.
Now you see that. This is why I called him a freedom fighter. This is why I call him a freedom fighter. I say, yo, they treated him bad. They treated all black people bad. All of a sudden, when the nigga act up, niggas in full form, this is where niggas want to get scared and cry and we heard everything that was popping off. Where's the sympathy for Omar? What about Mr. Thornton? Me, I got so much sympathy for Thornton before anybody else. I'm not worried about nobody else. Yeah, niggas is dead, but at the end of the day, niggas die every day. I'm not gonna cry for a cracker. Cause you know why? These niggas did something to him. That's why I say that I'm not gonna cry for a cracker. And when I say a cracker, I don't mean a white person. I mean a oppressor. They oppressed this man. He went overboard. Yes, I believe he went overboard. I wish he didn't do this, but at the end of the day, so we can talk about this. But we can't do that. You know why we can't do that? Because at the end of the day, if this would have happened to a fair-skinned person, he would have just been on a t-shirt. And like, I want to say that I wish it was different. I wish I could just be joking around with half the shit I say. When I look at the situation, people look at me crazy. Like, to this day, once I started podcasting, I've been getting crazy emails. Like, why do you say what you say? You know that's not true. There are some good white people. I know there's good white people. I work with good white people. White people train me for wrestling. What do you mean? What, you don't think I know that? I know this. I know white people who like, oh, yo, I'll watch your family until you get back. I know this is true. But where are y'all to be the judge of these type of people who do wrong? I'm hurt. Now watch what this man says.
Okay, all right.
Keep me bad over here. Keep me bad all the time.
Yeah, this is a horrible situation. I understand that.
Sometimes calm me down. I'm already calmed down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill nobody else. I can tell my story so you can say it back anyway.
Then you're gonna help me get you out of the building, okay?
All right, I'm gonna get out. Don't worry about it already. I got that taken care of. I don't need anybody talking to me to get me out of the building.
Where in the building are you, Omar?
I can tell you that. When they find me, that's when everything will be over. Tell my people I love them.
Yeah.
And I gotta go now.
Omar.
Yeah.
I really want you to help me stop this situation. Okay?
Okay.
If you work with me, we'll get this to stop. Okay? Omar.
This is how hurtful that was. Just to hear this man talk and let me tell y'all something. This is how much y'all Americans broke down to black Americans. Then when we asked for
If you want to learn how to edit really well from professional Hollywood editors, we're going to
we asked for tangibles to build something and stuff like that, you can't even do. But when people come to this country, we have a problem. This is why I did this. This is why I did this podcast. This is why I did this episode. We need to see what's going on. I've been on here for 3.5 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been here for 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. We in the middle right now. We in the middle. We're in the middle. You know, and the thing about it, it's gonna get tougher and tougher and tougher. It goes from a rebellious freedom fighter to a political freedom fighter, a person who did everything for everybody. Then turned and said, like, yo, you know what? I'm looking at black Americans now. Y'all not taking care of black Americans. Y'all not on the same coding as us. I'm just being honest. So the next freedom fighter we're going to talk about. This is top 5. We're in the top 5s now. Chris Donner. This is the man who was an LAPD officer who became a vigilante and just started shooting cops. He started shooting cops because at the end of the day, he just got sick and tired, you know? Like, let me ask y'all a question. If we're going to come together, when are we going to come together? This is the question. Where are we going to have, like, oh, okay, you know what? A real black and brown coalition or a real black and white coalition. Instead of black people doing everything. Like we did, black Americans did everything. We did just about everything. We invented everything. We started the coalition of everything. We fought for everybody. My great uncles and aunties had to die just so other people could come to this country. But guess what? I don't get to meet them. And you know why? They fought for y'all. Now, let me ask you a question. Do I have a reason to be mad? Do I have a reason to be hurt? Do I have a reason to cry? Do I have a reason to feel a certain type of way? It wasn't America fighting for everybody to come to this country. It was black Americans. The people that you call foundational black Americans. That y'all don't want to say, that y'all don't want to keep. Y'all wanted to put all of us together. So y'all don't know that we help. This nigga Chris Doran went to work. And I'm going to say this. He went to work. You know why he went to work? He was sick and tired of being sick and tired. He was sick and tired of his job doing the wrong thing. Like, we can look at the jokers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's all I know is Joker. Because we gotta honestly be like, yo, Joker was a hurt. He was hurt. His feelings was hurt. He didn't just start doing the stuff that he was doing. He was hurt. His feelings was hurt. He understood that people would never understand him until he do what he does. So what should he do? He did everything. Y'all put this man on a manhunt because we're gonna watch him, alright? All I gotta say, he's a freedom fighter. Let's hear what ABC says.
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads. As part of the all-new Beehive ad network, thousands of news...
Revelations in the Christopher Dorner case. Police have only closed the investigation when the couple he took hostage in those final hours are now speaking out for the first time. ABC's Cecilia Vega is on the scene at Big Bear Lake with the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
George, good morning. Boy, the story this couple tells is downright chilling. They say they were held for 15 hours inside one of these houses. 15 minutes, excuse me. They say it felt like 15 hours. But for the couple that crossed Christopher Dorner's path and survived, this morning, there is relief. Overnight, the unassuming couple, the 33-year-old former cop held hostage, spoke publicly for the first time about their harrowing ordeal. The moment that you realized that this was Christopher Dorner, what went through your mind?
Well, we were dead.
Yeah.
Really, it was pretty scary.
Karen and Jim Reynolds say they came face to face with Dorner when they went to check on one of their ski lodge cabins around noon Tuesday. He was holed up inside. They say he was heavily armed, and he tied their wrists and ankles, even covered their heads with pillowcases. For 15 minutes, they lay on the floor of the cabin, terrorized. Did at any time he talk to you about why he was doing what he was doing?
Yes.
He had said, I just want to clear my name. The couple only managed to break free when Dorner fled in their car. The Reynolds story fills in much of what police didn't know about Dorner's whereabouts after he crashed his car and then set it ablaze 1 week ago. The couple believes Dorner may have been in their vacant cabin just yards away from a police command post since at least last Friday. Meantime, late Wednesday, police said tear gas canisters may have started the fire they believe ultimately engulfed Dorner, but not on purpose.
We did not intentionally burn down that cabin to get Mr. Dorner out.
And this morning, we now know the name of Dorner's final victim. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputy Jeremiah McKay was killed in Dorner's last shootout with police. The father of 2 young children telling the Associated Press earlier this week, "We're hoping this comes to a close without more casualties." And still no positive ID on that body pulled from the burn house now 2 days ago. Elizabeth, the authorities still awaiting forensic tests.
All right, Cecilia, thank you so much.
Want to know why thinking positive thoughts won't attract positive?
Can we be honest that them niggas killed them on purpose? Texas or California people don't play when it comes to murdering suburban people. That's tax money. I'm just being personally honest. I personally think they killed them on purpose. Gas bomb don't fucking kill nobody on purpose. Nigga, come on. You know how rare that shit is? He's not the rarest guy that shit's gonna happen. It's foul. And this is why I picked him before I picked Omar Thornton. He got busy. Both of them got busy. It's just the way how they ended. The next person that I'm gonna get into is the person that got me into basically politics and fighting the police. You know, his name is the legendary Larry Davis. Baby Blue, this nigga called Blue Boy or whatever, killed him in New York. Hope the nigga eat shit and die in prison. I don't give a shit about New York if they support him. You know? I'm just being personally honest. If New York niggas support him, that's why niggas don't really fuck with New York like that. I'm just being personally honest. Blue Boy, that's the nigga's name. His name is Blue Boy. He killed a nigga who was an informant that killed cops. You couldn't give the nigga a pass because you had an ego, Blue Boy. Reason why you're a Crip, because you was in prison for doing some dumb shit. And I don't even think you meant to do it. You killed a legendary person. I don't know how these niggas... Y'all New York niggas is different. And I'm just gonna be personally honest. New York niggas is different. That's why I really never fuck with New York niggas like that. I love the music and stuff like that. But personal wise, I will stay away from them. I love power and shit like that. But at the end of the day, them niggas is different. And that's respect. Y'all niggas is different. The niggas out here shooting cops and stuff like that and taking care of... While y'all niggas run? Nigga, how can I respect y'all niggas? Larry Davis got busy. That nigga got busy. Y'all niggas got busy with cops. Maybe one or two of y'all niggas, but none of y'all got busy like that. It's hurtful. I'm not gonna lie. Cause Larry Davis, let me tell you something. And the Mayor Kush, I hope you rot in hell, my nigga. Cause you're a piece of shit. Kush, you's a piece of shit. I hope all your friends know that. I hope all your friends get mad at me because I said it. Y'all a piece of shit, and I hope y'all rot in hell and take a dirt nap, nigga. So I could spit on your grave. Nigga. That's what I'm gonna do to your grave, Kush. I don't give a fuck if you was a mayor of New York. If the mayor, if niggas treat you this good in New York, I'll spit on their grave too. I don't want to hear the reason. First of all, even if y'all niggas was Crip, y'all niggas should have still violated him. Iconically, y'all should have violated the nigga. I don't give a fuck if the nigga did 40 years in jail. He's not bigger than the system. Why was Crip started? Why was Blood started? Why aren't we going by that? We're going by tribalistic stuff. We're not tribalistic. We're not foreigners. This nigga killed police. He shot 4 or 5 police, nigga. What this punk ass nigga do? I don't give a y'all niggas fuck with him. Larry Davis got stabbed before him and niggas let him out of jail because Larry Davis was a menace. Nigga was a menace. Kush, you should have just said you're scared of the nigga. Sending this fake ass S.A. Rios nigga. These are fake ass S.A. Rios niggas. Probably on that Fat Joe bullshit talking about, oh yeah, Puerto Ricans created fucking hip hop. Nigga, y'all didn't even create salsa, my nigga. The Chinaman created salsa. And I'm going with that shit. No, I'm sorry, not even the Chinaman. African man created salsa. Y'all got that from the Western Africans. And y'all talk about your created salsa. I'm going after y'all now because at the end of the day, you defended this nigga. Why is this nigga's living lovely out here 2-3 years? Nigga should have had a hard life. And he should have let everybody know. I'm not even gonna put no video on right now, cause that's how mad about it. The nigga shot like 6-7 times. He shot cops. He was legit. If you ever want to look him up, Larry Davis, Larry space Davis, Larry Davis. Another person I'm about to name right now is legendary. She's rank 3. Sister Soldier. She's the real sister, official Sister Soldier. Ashanta Shakur. This is the lady who shot a cop and ran off to Cuba. And niggas thought they could run off to Cuba because of her. She's the face of, running off to Cuba. Them niggas been trying to extradite her back for 70, 80 years. And they're not gonna do it, and I hope they don't never do it. She killed that fucking crooked cop. And you know what? She is Tupac Shakur's sister-in-law. Auntie-in-law. Ashanta Shakur. She is. She deserved everything. I wish I could. No, I'm not gonna show no videos, but we're gonna get to business with her. She did what she's supposed to do, and we're gonna make it short and sweet. We can't be mad. America can't be mad at her. Cuba's in a good position because of Cuba's not messing with America. Cuba caught on. Hopefully the West Indians could catch on to what Cuba's doing. Listen to Cuba. That's all I'm going to say. Listen to Cuba. Cuba's doing what they're supposed to do. So the next person I'm going to say, number 2. Do I want this in order? I think this might have to be in order. All this might have to be Tariq Nasheed. King Flex. He went from showing people how to spit game, real hard game, to talking about politics and how to make the black community better. How can we be mad at him? He's a freedom fighter. He was the first one to tell. He was the first one to tell us to delineate from Africans, to delineate from Caribbeans, to delineate from Latinos. Because Latinos don't really fuck with us like that. I love Latinos and the women and stuff and some of their food, but at the end of the day, you go into the restaurant, they don't really fuck with black people like that. You gotta be like, oh, yo, start dancing and stuff. merengue dancing and said like, "Oh, no black, no black," and start dancing. Not every Latinos, but most, yeah. I'm no black. I'm no black. No Moreno. You know? I'm fucking with y'all. I'm just being ignorant. But he's the first. And the reason why he did that is to make black Americans better. Then we could go to Latinos and Jamaicans and we could help everybody out. We could make y'all country $1 billion country. We could make we could make Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic $1 billion companies. What do you think when black people get money, what we're gonna do? We're not gonna buy Jordans and shit like that. That's only a small percentage of us. Like, let's be honest. That's a small percentage of us if you really think about it. You know, we always love Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and stuff. We always seen y'all as us. But at the end of the day, once y'all start turning on us, would you expect us to do? Like, oh, well, you know, let's turn on the nigga. We ain't Martin Luther King, nigga. Martin Luther King fuck around, fucking... His dark secrets is that he fuck with white people, white women. Like, let's be honest. You know? And it's not like, yo, black people don't like other races and stuff. Yo, we love other races. Because we love pussy. Black men love pussy. So we gonna international and break off sometimes. You know? Go into the Spanish culture. Get some Puerto Rican pussy. Go to Santo Domingo. Go get some, you know, Dominicano pussy. You know? Go to Shanghai. Get the, you know, the right side up pussy. From the China woman. We can't go to Thailand because they got the lady boys. You know? The passport bros do that, but we don't do it, you know? It's just, it is what it is, you know? Why you think, you know, them women in Puerto Rico and Dominican coming out with a little fair skin? You know, the FBA, man, you know, they getting that soul pole. You know, that's 6 foot long. The soul pole. It just, it is what it is. Opening you up. You know? And it's not being disrespectful or foul and stuff. The real niggas got the big dicks, you know, we fucking, yo. We letting you know, we taking names down. We see you to please you, baby. You know, this is how it is. Got a man, he ain't gonna know if you get a real nigga. Alright, baby, going back to your husband, your boyfriend. Alright, baby. Just know I'm waiting for you, alright? Whoop, 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 boom, 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 boom. That's it. That's how it goes. You know, Tariq Nasheed pimped us into the game like that. I would, you know, y'all got to do King Flex's information. Y'all gonna have to do them yourself. And the last, I couldn't choose, so I choose both. Nat Turner and Bass Reeves. Nat Turner was the first person to start a revolt and killed 52 white slave owners. Bass Reeves, he got out of slavery and whooped his fucking slave master's ass. And became a U.S. Marshal after. these are the two niggas that put in more work than anybody. And Bass Reeves was the real Lone Ranger. The nigga with the mask. It was a black man. Real talk. I would never lie to you. I'm oroshalin Perkins. Roshi will never lie to you. You know? Would never lie to you. You know, those are two of my number ones. I couldn't choose, so they're both my number ones. I want to give you more information about them, but I want y'all to do more information. I want you to do your own information on them. Bass Reeves and Nat Turner. Nat Turner was a preacher that killed 52 slave masters in their family. So definitely do research on that. I want y'all to do the research. Them niggas got busy. Those are the real niggas. Those are the real freedom fighters. Those are the top one freedom fighters that got busy. Them niggas will shoot you. Them niggas will cut you up. Yo. And the way how Nat Turner died, they hung him and dismembered the nigga's body and sodomized him. Americans sodomized him. Yep. Call it as it is. Them niggas was playing with his dingling and everything. Yeah. And the nigga was only like 5'7", 5'8". But the nigga was, he did what he was supposed to do. You know? But, I'm going to do something probably tomorrow. I cancel out of wrestling probably. I might turn back up, if I get some water in my system and shit like that. But I want y'all to have a great night. We stayed up until 4 o'clock. Thank you, and you, and you, and 5 o'clock. I'm sorry. I want y'all to have a great night, and definitely we'll chat tomorrow, and definitely like and subscribe and comment, and also send in donations to money sign oroshalin. It's in the description. I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna think of a more topic, and I'm glad we did an all-nighter. We did our first just about 4 hours. You have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.